Honk. What's going on, everybody? Boy, I love that. Good to see everyone. Welcome, Arvanauts, to a Friday night stream. It is 9:45 p.m., actually a little bit past that, 9:48 p.m. right now. And welcome to some of this, Operencia, day 4 of Operencia, the Stolen Sun. This was intended to be an Espergenesis session, but if any of you were following Twitter, and if you're not, I hope you will do so at !arvtweets. You will see that we had an unavoidable schedule shift, mostly because we had a couple of things happened to a couple of the players. We had one, Zach was not going to be here today anyway because he had previous commitment, so there were 3, and then we had a problem with someone else had to kind of bail out at the last second for completely understandable reasons, and then we had someone else who was kind of, so it was just one of those things where I'm like, you know what, I don't want to run this with 1 or 2, and so we are going to reschedule for next month, and next month is right around the corner. We're only 2 days away from next month, so I apologize for those of you who were expecting some awesome space opera fun. So was I, but we will get to that, and we will have more awesomeness down the line for that. But the good news is that I am here, and I'm going to be playing some Operencia using the power of the new 2 PC streaming setup. I've made some adjustments with the streaming setup over the last week or so, and I'm going to be doing more of that over time to get the quality as best as I possibly can. I wasn't super crazy about some of the way that Heroes of Might and Magic looked. The good news is that the desync problems for the YouTube videos that I've been having is now gone with this setup, so that's good. And also the audio in general looks good. But I still think the video could be a little smoother and crisper, and so I'm still working on that because I know it's just a matter of like tweaking this properly so that I get it going. So I will do that over time. Hey, Critwitch. I will do that over time, but yes, I will probably be asking people over the next couple of weeks things with like, hey, so how about this, or how does this look, or how does that? So I appreciate in advance. I thank you in advance for being patient as I ask you things about how the thing is looking, because my best sort of troubleshooting and quality assurance people are you folks who can help me because you're watching the stream as it's going on, while I am, of course, just conducting the stream while it's going on. So that's the deal with that. But before we get into Operencia, just a couple of reminders about ways to support the stream. If you haven't done so already, please follow the channel. Check us out on my YouTube with !ArvTube. Twitter, as I mentioned before, is !ArvTweets. The Discord is !ArvCord, and you can find out about all of that on my website for this channel, arvineleron.com. If you haven't done so already on the financial side, I could really appreciate and could use, never a requirement, but always appreciated, the support at the Patreon, !ArvTreon, which allows me to do things like work into the 2 PC setup. And there is Prince Justin with a resub. Thank you, Prince Justin. I appreciate that. And again, I'm sorry. You look. First of all, let me just mention, Prince Justin is only 1 month away from the coveted bronze quill, the coveted 1-month bronze quill. So thank you, Prince Justin. I appreciate that. And I have, by the way, an announcement about stuff, which I will talk about in just a minute. I forgot to put this in the title of the stream, but I will announce it to all of you lovely people because they're here. So thank you, Prince Justin. And I am sorry, I should say, again, I know Prince Justin's a huge Espergenesis fan and is very supportive, so I'm sorry, sir, about not being able to do this tonight. But again, it was unavoidable, and we will be back soon with more stuff. So thank you for being here, regardless, and for the resub. I appreciate it. So yes, so the Patreon, cool stuff for you, cool stuff for the channel. That's !ArvTreon. Then we have, of course, the shop, !Arv shop, where you can get merchandise for the Infinity and Beyond crew. Hello, Marinda. And soon, red quill equals best quill. And soon we are going to have, of course, the we're going to have Espergenesis stuff over on the Arv shop, so you can get merchandise there. And we have Adventures in Middle-earth merchandise there as well. So that is the cool stuff that we've got available for you. That helps to support the channel, and you can get cool swag for yourself. And last but certainly not least, that sub button, which you saw Prince Justin just contributed to, that allows you to get those cool custom quills and custom sub emotes and things like that also. Now, I do have a couple of announcements about cool new stuff for the channel, so just give me a second here. And let me get rid of this, and let me get rid of this, and let me turn on that. There we go. Hi, everyone. Good to see you all. You can see I was all ready. I had my Espergenesis Crucible Core shirt, and I was ready to go, but it's okay. All right, so here is the deal. I have a little bit of a surprise for all of you lovely folks who are here. So just give me a second here, because I'm going to show you some new. We got some new stuff. We got some new channel stuff. One other quick note about the channel schedule, by the way. Operencia tonight. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, I will be joined by Little Red Dot, and we will be doing our Masters of the Dungeon show. So that is our tabletop discussion, basically our game mastering roundtable discussion, which usually is about an hour and a half or so, where we talk about new trends in the industry, new games that have come out, Kickstarters, things like that, and where we talk about specific aspects of game mastering, and we can help people even with their problems and issues they may be having with their games with Dots and my combined game mastering experience. So that's always a fun time, and I hope people will jump on board, so that would be cool. Yeah, I don't think there is, Coven. I'm sorry. It's just kind of the way that things happened. The points inspiration, I have to think about whether I want to let that kind of, like, you know, whether I want to roll that over, because that's a little bit different than the other ones. So I'll have to think about that. But in any case, but I'll talk, you know, I'll think about that and talk more about that tomorrow, Coven. So, yes, so Masters of the Dungeon tomorrow, and then right after that, we will do more of Operencia as well, and that will close up February. Now, let me get to, there we go. Okay, so you folks know that as of right now, there we go. So you folks know that as of right now, we have the following emotes, right? We have got this emote, which is Arvany Witch. You can use Which Way here, there, and everywhere across Twitch. If you are a subscriber to this channel, you get to use that emote that I just posted anywhere on any channel on Twitch. You can also use this anywhere on Twitch. Arvany What? You get to use that anywhere on Twitch. As long as you have that, that's a custom emote that you can use anywhere, okay? If you were a sub to the channel. You can also use this. Oh, wait, sorry. Wait a second. Oh, sorry. I put that in wrong. There we go. My bad. Arvany Woe, right? That's the sort of pog champ for the channel, right? And you can use that anywhere. And you can use, of course, you can use that. So all of those you get for tier 1. If you are a tier 2 sub, you also get to use this. A gold quill. I think it's a really cool looking quill too, and you can use that anywhere. And if you're a tier 3 sub, actually, I did that wrong. That's so good that I posted is what you get for a tier 3 sub. Sorry, my bad. What I meant to put was this is what you get for the tier 1 subs. You know about all that. But Prince Justin has just put in the new emote, which we can use across Twitch. Arvany Blam. That's right. You're new. If you were a tier 1 sub, if you were a sub to this channel, you would now get to use Blam anywhere across the internet. So, I mean, anywhere across the internet. Yeah, that's sure. Anywhere across Twitch. So you get to use that anywhere across Twitch, Arvany Blam. So now we've got, you know, and think about how useful that is. You're watching another channel, someone blows something up, Arvany Blam. Something gets somebody with a very witty repartee, you know, little witty riposte, right? Speech-wise, wablam. Someone looks at something and they're just like, you know, I don't really know if I want to do this. You're like, really? Because this, Arvany Blam. So this thing is really usable, and I realized that because of the channel points that we had gotten, because of your lovely support, we had unlocked another emote slot. So we now have a total of 5 tier 1 emote slots, which is Arvany Hype, Arvany Woe, Arvany What, Arvany Witch, Arvany Blam. Those are 5 tier 1 subs, and then tier 2 is Arvany Quill, and tier 3 is Arvany So Good, okay? So that's the first thing, is that everyone gets, though, if you were a sub, everyone gets that new emote, Arvany Blam. So that's the first thing that I wanted to mention. But that's not all. You think, but wait, could it get even better? And the answer is yes. Yes, it can. Because we also have something else. Just having been rolled out for affiliates. Oh, Rob has a new creepy emote, really. This has just been rolled out for affiliates. So the way this works is, if you cheer, now what I have not been able to figure out is whether this is a permanent thing or whether it's not permanent. I don't know yet. But if you cheer 1,000, 5,000, or 10,000 bits, you will also have access to another set of emotes which you can use anywhere on Twitch as well. If you cheer 1,000 bits, you get to use the following emote. Oh, he said it's forever? So if you cheer 1,000 bits, you get to use this. Sorry. you get to use... Damn it. It should be right, actually. Why is that not right? Arvani, so good. That should be right. I wonder if that's because I haven't done it yet. Oh, you see it? Oh, I'm not... Okay, you see it. I'm not seeing it on my Chatty, so Chatty has not caught up with that yet. Okay, you see it. Good. So that is the green so good. We actually use that for the better TTV emotes, but this now allows us to use this anywhere on Twitch. So if you cheer 1,000 bits, you get Arvani so good, and you can now use that anywhere. Yeah. Now, if you cheer 5,000 bits, you get this. I think you should be seeing that. Arvani so bad. Think how many times you can use that. Is that coming through so you folks can see that? Can you see the so bad? So that's Arvani so bad. Okay, so you get to use that anywhere on Twitch if you cheer 5,000 bits on this channel. And the last one is if you cheer 10,000 bits. If you cheer 10,000 bits, then you will get this emote. Wham! Arvani Dragon. You can use Arvani Dragon, which was, I think, created originally by Thorg, if I'm not mistaken. So you will be able to use Arvani Dragon anywhere across the Twitches. So not only do you get an extra emote just for subbing to the channel as long as you're a sub, but if you cheer 1,000 bits, you get Arvani so good, 5,000 bits, you get Arvani so bad, and 10,000 bits, you get Arvani Dragon, which you can use everywhere across Twitch. And of course, all of this is beneficial. So I uploaded these things a couple of days ago because I wanted to make sure that I had something kind of ready to go and prepared for it. And so, yes, it can julienne fries. Oh, you did it for the Christmas emotes. So yeah, so you're now using... So that's so good right there. Yeah, Arvani so good. So now you're able to do that. Nice. Awesome. So that works perfectly. So yes, so if you have cheered, or if you would like to cheer 1,000, 5,000, or 10,000 bits, you will get those emotes that you can use across the Twitches. And the good thing about this, by the way, is not only is it kind of cool because it gives you more emotes to use, but it's also good advertising for the channel, because I happen to know that a lot of people liked the so bad emote for Better TTV, and it's been used by other streamers, including a couple of fairly large streamers, actually, but only on the Better TTV, because that was all it was compatible with. But now that we can use this elsewhere, anywhere that Twitch is used, that means that if anyone has this, they can spread these emotes far and wide. So what I'm basically telling you is make sure that you use the emotes that you have access to. If you are subscribed to Tier 1, please use those emotes far and wide. If you are subscribed to Tier 2 and Tier 3, of course, use those emotes as well. And if you have cheered 1 or 5 or 10,000 bits, please use those emotes elsewhere. Don't spam them, but you know what I mean, at appropriate times. And if you are and if you have not done so yet, and you're like, man, I really want to get me a hold of some dragon, I want to see that dragon on my screen, put that dragon on my screen. If that's what you want, then you know how to get it. So this is kind of cool. Again, I appreciate the fact that Twitch is continuing to roll this stuff out. And yeah, it gets them more money. So what? It also gets me more money, you know, and it costs me, the only thing it cost me really was about half hour or 40 minutes or so to kind of upload already existing emotes. So I'm appreciative to Thorg, who did some of this, and Kilobyte. I believe these emotes, I believe Thorg was the dragon one. Kilobyte, I think, did so good and so bad. And then, of course, Kilobyte was responsible for, I think I did Arv Champ, I want to say, and Arv Woe. I believe Arvani Champ and Arvani Woe, or Arvani Woe and Arvani What. I think that was me. But it was Kilobyte who did Arvani Witch. I believe he also did the Wablam, which is now Arvani Blam. So anyway, it's cool to get these extra emotes. Oh my goodness, the completed the unicorn train. What are those? Hype Unicorn 2, Hype Unicorn 1, Hype Unicorn 3. Nice. Those are some hype unicorns. Anyway, it's kind of cool. And so I wanted to mention that because we did a little bit of work and we got that done. And so it's good stuff. So yes, but that's the, I wanted to make that announcement. So emotes are here and I am very excited. So definitely get those Definitely get those going. Oh, yeah, the hype train. We haven't had the hype train started just yet, but at some point in the future, I imagine that we will do that. But right now, I'm just happy that we got the emotes up and running because I got a bunch of stuff that I have to do. And good God, like a lot of work over the next couple of weeks and stuff like that to get things done. All right, but with no further ado, let us get into the game today as we continue with Operencia. And let's see how my 2PC setup has improved itself over time. Let us do it. All right. Welcome to the second PC. Come forth. Oh, wait. GOG will no show a warning when trying to run on MTS systems. Communication fixed for bugs. Fixed an idea where the overlay did not launch. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Fine. We'll update now. I have the speed. Use the power of speed. While I'm doing this, I'm going to shift that down. Good old patch notes, exactly. Okay. Oh, is that it? It's like, oh, and it's already patched. I'm like, okay. By the way, incidentally, I don't know whether people have, I was curious about whether people have heard of the new GOG policy of refunds. I was reading a lot on this in Twitter, and you've got a good model in place when the people that are commenting, who normally are talking about how terrible every company is, instead are posting about how they're worried that you've gone too far. For those of you who haven't heard what this is, the new policy is that you will now be able to play a game for a substantial period of time and then refund it fully for to GOG.com if you don't want to pay for it. So in other words, and this is like if you don't like it. So you can get it, install it, play it for a while, and then refund the whole thing if you don't like it. And there were a lot of people that I saw, oh, hey, there you go, Orb Weaver 87. I love it, see? I can't wait for Chatty to get caught up with those so they can actually see them. But in any case, I imagine that it's looking good on your side of things. I'm on Chatty. It doesn't have it caught up yet, but it will soon. So, I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, you know, and there were people that were kind of like, I don't know if you guys are going to go out of business. Like, what are you doing? This is going to be taken advantage of. But they said, oh, yes, longer than the Steam 2-hour cutoff. Yep. In fact, you know what? Just to be completely specific about it, let's see. So, all right. Here we go. Up to 30 days. You can get a full refund up to 30 days after purchasing a product, even if you downloaded, launched, and played it. 30 days? That's absurd. 30 days. I mean, now they claim, now I know for a fact that they do business analysis of this because as much as they want to build goodwill, they are owned by CD Projekt Red, and although CDPR is a AAA studio, they're not made of money, right? They can't just be like, oh, sure, we'll just hemorrhage, you know, millions of dollars. Like, they can't do that. So this is very impressive on their part to do this. And, you know, and I admittedly, I'm biased because I stream for them, as we all know, but like still, that's impressive. I mean, that's really, really impressive. And sorry, my glasses are giving me a hard time. So yeah. Well, that's it. I mean, I think most of it, but you know, but the truth is though, I agree with this, but I've heard a lot of people talk about this thing about like, oh, you know, most people, you know, will be, you know, will take it seriously and most people won't abuse it. But the reality is that there is a huge percentage of games that get pirated, like a huge percentage, something on the order of 50 to 51 or 52% of functional games I read at last stretch are actually pirated that are out in the wild. And so, you know, how much that leads to people then later on buying those games or whatever is another matter. and again, I appreciate GOG's principled stand on this, but I really hope you folks will do what I try to do, which is I always try to get a game on GOG first. And then if I can't, then I will go to another platform if I have to. So I have Steam, which was around long before GOG was. So I mean, that's part of the reason that I have that. But I also got Operencia is only available in the Epic Store. So I got the game on the Epic Store. But when it comes available for GOG, and it is going to be coming out for GOG, I am going to see if there's any way for them to do cross-save compatibility, because if there is, then I will ask to get a copy of GOG's version of the game, and I will transfer the save from Epic, and then I will play GOG's version. So, I mean, it's just one of those things where I saw this, and I was just kind of like, wow, that's... holy cow. It's impressive. It's impressive. So, anyway, I wanted to give them a pop because I thought that was really cool that they were willing to do that, so... Have you? See, I have not had any trouble with that, Operencia. I have to say, I have not had any problems. The only problem I've had with GOG Galaxy 2.0, the beta thing, is that it didn't want to play nice necessarily with Heroes of Might and Magic 3 syncing when I was playing that the other day. But that may partly be a function of the fact that it was the Heroes HD mod or whatever it was that I was using to get it to play, and it did eventually sync those save games. It was just a little bit difficult. But as far as this is concerned, that has not been too bad. So yeah, I've started to do that now too. I now launch everything on here with GOG Galaxy because it just makes sense. You know, it's just easier to do. So, you know. Oh. Sorry about that. Forgot I had to unmute that. Yeah, because sometimes it would be an incompatibility. Sometimes, so. Okay, here we go. Let us load the game. Let's see, where are we? I practiced some of this. I was playing around with this a little bit. Let's do this for... I think it was this. Okay. All right, let's get some volume here. All right. Hey. That's looking pretty nice. How does that look, folks? I think that's looking pretty solid, I would say. How's the quality and the sound working, folks? How we looking? How we looking? Volume's a little soft? Okay. That is exactly the kind of stuff I need help finding out, troubleshooting, so thank you. Let's get the volume up here a little bit. Okay, how about that? Good, bad, indifferent? How's volume? Better, worse? Water. Fire. Water. Fire. How are we looking, folks? Is that all right? I need... Give me some feedback on the volume. Anybody, everybody, everybody, everybody. Sounds good? Sounds good. Cool. All right. Dig it. Hey, what's up, Rudnell? Man, I was watching... I think it was Biff McSkylark. Oh, God, I don't know if it was. It might not have been Biff. Oh, no. I don't think it was Biff. Was anyone here, Marinda, were you, any of the GOG regulars, were you watching, last night, who was playing Legend of Grimrock 2? I keep, like, I'm thinking it's, in my mind, it's Biff Skylark, and I don't think it was Biff. I'm trying to remember who the heck it was. No, Grimrock, last night. Grimrock 2. I think it was yesterday, Nonstop. Braxton. That's who it was, Braxton. Yes, thank you, Nonstop. It was Braxton. You're right. You're right. It was Braxton. And I was just remembering what a great freaking game that is. I was just like, man, is that game good. Also, I apologize if I'm going to be, like, doing this like a loon. My right eye has been bothering me today. It's been, like, kind of blurry, and I don't know why, and I was, frankly, a little nervous about it. I think it may just be a function of something weird with my glasses. This is the problem of having glasses, is that sometimes this happens, and it's hard to tell, especially when you're nearsighted. It's hard to tell if something is a function of your eye being a problem or the glasses being a problem. So, like... yeah, I mean, I think that's alright, but anyway. So, my apologies if I do this like I'm not losing my mind. I'm just trying to get my vision functional, if I can. Okay. So, right. I still need to find all the artifacts to open the crypt. And that means that I need to... let's see. I need to go to some of these places that were closed before. So let's do that.
One more time. We'll get it next time. The door is opening.
Aha. Ah, mushroom. Battle time. Alright.
Your loot better be worth this.
Time to battle some mushrooms. Let's start with... let's make sure it's herbal tea. Right. Good to see you, Rock God. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I sometimes worry a little bit about the... do I want to use that? I just sometimes worry a little bit about whether I'm using the right... I don't know. I'm probably a touch hypochondriac, honestly. And so there were times when I'm just kind of like, am I okay? Is my vision fine? What is going... you know, so... I don't know. Since the heart arrhythmia scare of a few years ago, I have a tendency to be like, am I alright? Is that okay? Is that alright? So, you know, we'll see. It's... and, you know, also, I'm in my late... I'm, you know, heading into my... I'm in my mid-40s, heading towards my late 40s, and, you know, so... one has to be aware of things, but also not overreact, so... anyway, but it's weird when I'm, like, looking at text and reading it, and I'm like, what? I can't... what am I doing? So, and again, part of it is these progressives mean that, like, already, you like, it's not like the entire lens is just one way, because the progressives are designed so that it looks, you know, if you look through the top of the lens, you can see distance. If you look through the middle, roughly, you can see where the computer screen is, and if I look down below, I can read. Now, this has been a godsend for teaching classes, because, man, what it was getting to last year when I was basically having to constantly take my glasses off to read the book and, like, you know, make some comments about the book and then put my glasses back on to look back at my class, that was like, I was like, oh. So these progressives have been super useful for that. But it means that there are times when it feels like I'm not quite in focus because of the nature of the lens. So, you know. Anyway, I'm probably fine. Okay. You know what? Let's use that. You. Goodbye.
Oh, that one seems so nice.
And let's do this. Right, go after my guy. Okay. Taunt, unfortunately, which means I gotta go after this guy. Alright. See, they have all this blocked, which is annoying because he also has been taunted, so he blocks it, which means I don't do as much damage, and I have to attack him, which is frustrating. However, he's taking in all the damage, which is exactly what I wanted. That was a nice hit. Take this guy down. Yeah, there you go. Now, see, this other dude is taunting. Man, see, that's... Raining arrows. Okay. Here, you're on fire. And... Wow. That is a lot of damage you just did. Yep, exactly, Rock God. That happened to me. And it happens to everybody. Like, eventually, everyone ends up having, as they get older, their vision, you know, everyone eventually, almost everybody needs reading glasses eventually. It's just if you started and you needed long-distance glasses to begin with for nearsightedness, then it kind of is obnoxious that you then have to not, you know, it's frustrating then that you have to be like, now I have to wear another set of glasses. Like, so I had for a while 2 pairs, and I actually still have a pair of reading and a pair of regular, but switching back and forth is such a pain. Like, and you know, some people do the thing where they have like the glasses around the chain and everything, and I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, same, you know, Prince Justin, exactly. My dad wore bifocals for a while, you know, for many years. The progressives are nicer for me than the bifocals because there's not that line that you have to cross over. But it also means that you have to get used to them, and I feel sometimes like I'm like Batman, you know, like I have to turn one direction instead of like turning my head. Like, just looking out of the side of my glasses, like right now, so right there, let me find the, right about there is pretty good for the screen in front of me. But that's also stupid looking. If I do... I think that's probably about right. So that's that, okay? But then if I turn this way, I have to, like, basically go like this before I can actually see chat clearly. And then I have to look left all the way. So I feel like I'm, like one of those animatronic things at Disneyland, or at Disney World. Okay, I'm going to hit you, don't kill you. Good. That's right, you missed. Guard. And guard. And guard. And kill. Nice.
What? That's it?
I'm not Batman. I'm not Batman as far as you know. Yeah, you're right, it gained a level. Oh, we got some fire skulls back there. Okay. Let's back up a step or two so that we can do our little leveling situation here. What? There we go. Okay, so let's see. Where are my leather gloves at? That doesn't really... It's 1 armor. I guess that's better, actually. I was looking at the wrong thing. +3 armor. Why would they give me more armor? Oh, because it gives me vigor. Oh. I see. Okay, cool. I will take that. You never see me in the same room. You never see me anywhere. I mean, I didn't just say that. You don't know what you're talking about, Miranda. This is all in your mind. I may not be the hero Twitch deserves, but I'm the hero Twitch needs. Let's see. I want to increase your agility, which now opens this, which will allow me to do headshot, which is super useful. Okay, and let's see. What about your skill? I want to increase your agility, of course. I would like another vigor, please. Increase my initiative would be nice. I'm gonna actually give my intelligence a boost, so I can get a little bit more energy. Okay. I think I was aiming down here for Shadow Strike. Hide in the shadows. Strike all enemies anywhere on the battlefield to deal 11 to 18 poison damage. Yes, please. All right. Give me some agility. Oh, actually, no. Evasion is what I want. Alright. I could have also done attack. That's okay. I want to do more attack. Give me another energy, please. I think he's okay on health. Let's do 2 on strength. Okay. And I think that's all we've got for right now. Clearly you don't see. These are true facts. Wait a minute. What's quick save? Is there no quick save? What? You have this discussion? I thought there was a quick save. Oh, that's right. We have to find it in game or something, which is bizarre. We don't have quick save. I thought we did. Oh, that's right. We don't because, yeah. I forgot that we don't have quick saves in this because the game, the biggest problem the game has is the fact that it has freaking, so save points. Ah, the tomb key. Lovely. I shall return, Flying Skull. Alright, now that we've got a tomb key, we should be able to open up something. Like maybe down there, so. Don't step on the mushrooms. Very bad to step on the lit mushrooms. This is just a good, this is like just some good information in general, by the way. Don't step on mushrooms. Although, I really want to check what's over there. Yeah, I don't want to take the damage, though. Okay. Go through here. I must be drawn here. Okay. $82 meters. It's a key. Oh, 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 oh. I think he saw me. Oh, it's cool that you can see. I didn't realize that you can see the arrow on the map. That's pretty sweet. Nice. Not be fun, Gus. To step in a fun, Gus. Okay. Yes. Let's go Skull Sentry. I need more attack everything stuff. I'm gonna guess that freeze arrow's not, I mean that fire arrow won't work well, but I bet freeze arrow will. I thought that would do more actually. Down goes one. Ow. That hurt. Damn, with these counterattacks, man. You're dead. Let's get some energy and health back. Sure. Wow, that did very little damage. Also did very little damage. It's because he's in the front row, so it means ranged attacks are not going to be as effective against them. Okay, his energy is okay. Let's have you... Still going to do the most damage. You need to guard. You get some more energy back. Did I see who's coming back into acting? I saw something about Hilary Duff doing Lizzie McGuire again. She was trying to do something. It was going to be on Disney Plus, I guess. And then Disney, it was like, she was going to be, she's obviously in her 30s now. And so Disney was like, so we're PG. And she's like, yeah, I don't know if I want to deal with the PG stuff. So. Get your energy back. So I don't know if that's who you're talking about, but... Okay. Rick Moranis, a new Honey, I Shrunk the Kids film. So that's what he comes back for, huh? Does he gain a level? Nice, okay. That's interesting. I mean, it seems like I mean, I don't know. Maybe he really loves that, but it seems like an odd thing to come back for, doesn't it? Maybe not. Let's see. I could use more defense. Give me more defense. Clearly that. Clearly that. And... some more energy. He doesn't have to be a stay-at-home dad. Spaceballs 2, the quest for more money. Merchandising. That looks not safe. Alrighty. This looks not at all dangerous. Sun relic.
Only we could simply throw this sun into the sky to save Operencia.
It will feel at home in the device near Queen Raker's coffin.
Ah, so we'll get one. Okay, that's good, actually. Because that gives us a chance to... yeah, because that's one of the artifacts that we need. You like the shrunk? He quit acting to spend time with his kids. That's true, but I thought that he was... I guess, yeah, he's been long enough that he's... You know, his kids are grown, as you say, and so that's that. Current Disney? Well, see, now it depends. For me, it depends, because, you know, I perfectly... I'm willing to admit, certainly, that there are serious issues with the way Disney does many things. But honestly, I think they did a pretty good job with the Marvel stuff, and I would be inclined to be mad about how they handled some Star Wars, except they did what I think has been the best Star Wars edition in 20 years, and that's The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian's amazing, and that's Disney doing that, and Disney spent a boatload of money, too. So, I mean, if we're going to, like, dunk on them for being lousy about whatever different things they do wrong, then we got to give them credit for the things they do right. So I'm kind of... I think I'm sort of... I don't know if neutral is the right word, but I'm kind of like, well... Yeah, Disney did some stuff, but, like, there are some things, I feel like, which they've done fairly well, too. The new Ghostbusters movie. Oh, Rock God. You are in for a treat, Rock God. Mandalorian is one of my favorite new shows in years. I have not enjoyed a show this much since Leverage, probably. Or, I was going to say Boston Legal, but it's a different kind of show. Leverage is probably a better example. The Keymaster. Okay. Yes, I think that works. Just in case. But you know what? Wait a minute. I'm going to go back. It's right over here, so I might as well just go here and save before I go any further. Let's not be dumb. Just going to save the game. I don't think I even need to rest yet. That's good. Can I make stuff with my cauldron? Oh, you know what? I probably need to rest to get that restored, don't I? Okay, that's fine. I don't need to do that. I got the save game. Here we go.
It fits.
But is it properly placed? 2 more.
Okay, well, I guess we'll find out if it fits. There is no Dana, only Zool. If you are the head's atop the coffin. If you are reading this, you will certainly die soon. Okay, great. So allow yourself one story of amusement. We'll call it the heads atop the coffin before your own inevitable demise. Attila sought volunteers, brave individuals willing to give up their own lives so that his beloved Queen Reka may forever rest in peace. Glasses, glasses. Per the request of our leader Almos himself, that honor went to the 4 of us. We've already achieved greatness in life, and now we may do so in death. With nothing to live on but fungi for our foreseeable future, not to mention our advanced age, the enchantment cast upon the four of us will soon take hold of our remains. We will lie in wait for further intruders. Yes, I did say further intruders. 2 have already dared trespass upon the Queen as we live and write these words. Through means unknown to any of us, they entered this underwater tomb in hopes of great treasure. They found only death, just as you will, any who read this. They begged for their lives, and we obliged them, involving some admittedly cruel sorcery. Before my blade removed the head of one intruder as Huba handled the second, Tahotum set a hex ensuring they would not die until the 4 of us did. We took the bodies of Yordi and Cozy and placed them both in a coffin along with their own belongings. Tahotum assured their rolling faces that should both their heads ever manage to land on top of this particular coffin, they would get their bodies back. This was no lie. We enjoyed giving them a sporting chance. It resulted in finer entertainment than anything told by the most charismatic Taltos. Who knew a decapitated head could leap so high? Neither head will ever reach the top, but much to our benefit, they shall also never stop trying. As days go by, their flesh rots away. They're practically just skulls at this point. We sacrificed our final years of seeing our beloved Operencia in its prime under the rule of one great man. But this, it is a sight no one else will ever see. It has all been worth it. On. Okay, I'm glad you took entertainment when you could.
There can be no doubt. This is not only the tomb of Queen Reka, but also of 4 of the 7 great chieftains. They are seated around us.
I know this is difficult for you, Sebastian.
Just as I know what must be done at any cost. Now, onward.
Onward. As Sebastian and 4 great chieftains, as Sebastian is quick to remind me, look at this, there's even a picture of them standing in front of the open door. So the minute we get the relics and we open it, we're going to fight these dudes. Like, it even shows... Okay. As Sebastian is quick to remind me, there were initially 7 great chieftains, one representing each of the 7 great tribes wandering Operencia. It said they all got along well in life, just as they all loyally served King Attila and Queen Reka. As we've learned from our experience in the lovely sealed underwater tomb from which I write this, that loyalty was put to the ultimate test once Reka died. Per Attila's request, the lead chieftain, Almos, selected 4 fellow chieftains to die within these very walls, guarding her corpse. All 4 are indeed here and very dead. But I suspect more necromancy at play. Should we get close enough to reaching Reka, I have a feeling we're going to come to know our new friends An, Tas, Tahotum, and Kuba rather well, yeah, you think? You are going to come to life. So are you.
We look upon the remains of Tahotum, a great chieftain of the 7 tribes. I enjoyed viewing his sorcery in my youth. I hope not to see it in action once more.
Once more. Yes, I saw that on Kickstarter. It's a very cool idea, and the only thing that I wonder about is how that affects, like, does the DM know, or is it all sort of, like, random to him? Is it, like, almost improv dungeon stuff? Because that would be pretty cool. I think that'd be kind of a neat trick to sort of see about improv stuff.
Skeleton archers confound me. How do they aim with no eyes?
Alas, Tosh, he could bullseye anything while blindfolded.
I'd like to stay on his good side then. Pleasure to meet you, Tosh.
But that's a neat, I think it's a really neat idea. Do you know what it cost, Rock God? What it said it cost? Heavy leather gloves. Okay. Heavy leather gloves. 121 plus 9, vigor 3. Wow. Well, he's my tank, so... Okay, can't wear that. That would be nice, but you can't wear that. Can you wear this, is the question. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it definitely looks cool. I would absolutely agree with that. There's something there. I see you. Haha, ambush. Okay. And zap. Okay, right, you're out of that. So I want to take you out since you're going to try to taunt us anyway. So let's go with that. Yeah, I thought it looked really neat. Some really interesting stuff on Kickstarter for sure. Let's save some of my energy. You know what? I should have taunted. That was dumb. Should have taunted. See, that's the problem. These dudes then the other one taunts, and I'm like, oh, stupid taunter. Okay. Fine, then guess what? You're gonna have less damage then. How's that sound? I need that 25% yet. Okay, everybody attack me. That's gonna be bad. Okay. Okay. Alright, you should be dead before you can get anything else off. You're dead now. You're dead. Yeah, there you go. There we go. Let's see. I want you to guard. I need you to get some energy back. You to get some energy back. I need... I'm thinking about it. Yeah, why not? This will work on everybody, so... I think you're okay on energy, so... Get some healing going on. We gotta take out... Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that healer in a minute. But first of all, I need you dead. Okay, you're dead. Let's see. I want you dead. And I want you dead. Okay. Can't guard anymore, so I will do that. You cannot guard, so you do that too.
Anything worth stealing?
Good, lovely. Okay. Ah, more of these mushrooms.
You are halfway to freeing me.
Was that Ulfa? Speaking through his roots?
Yes, everyone knows trees only speak through their mouths.
Oh, wait! Look at this! Wow! I didn't even know... I thought I was just gonna find it was close by, not that this is the place. I just have to be like... Boots of Rekka, baby. Alright, here we go. This is key right here. Boots of Rekka. Evasion... Wait. Oh, here we go. Evasion 3%, agility 5 to... Wait, that's not good. That's not good either. Oh, it's because I can't use them. All right, let's wait a second. All right, Boots of Rekka. It's a set item as well, so that suggests when I have all of the set together, it's going to be even better than what I have right now. Okay, 2, 1%, 1%. Increases my evasion and some other things too. I might give that... It might be good for him. Be good for him too, also. 30% chance to be untargetable. All right. Sounds like a freaking plan. Nice. That's awesome. Okay, Also, I want to mention, by the way, folks, just because I saw all chests have been found. Nice. I love seeing that. I love to see that. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. So one thing I want to mention, by the way, since Prince Justin is here, I'm going to call him out for a moment, and I'm going to embarrass him. Maybe not. So, what's up, Marworks? So Prince Justin, it's okay. I think I've. Okay, is it okay, Prince Justin? I think I've already said what your real name actually is. Am I allowed to say that here? Is that okay? I think I already said this, but it's going to be because I want to explain something and just... Okay. I think it was. So this is actually Paul Waymer, who has been on my Speculate podcast, is very well known in the fantasy community, does stuff for the Skiffy and Fanty podcast, reviews books, and is just a generally really good dude all the way around. Is very well known as a sort of also in the fan community, in addition to being a, reviewer who is very well respected. But the thing I wanted to call out, because I've been looking a lot on his Twitter, is you guys should follow his Twitter, because he is a wonderful photographer. And the reason I bring this up is I may have already introduced the two of you, virtually speaking, but if not, I'm going to do it again, because Rock God is the other dude that I think of. When I think good photographers that I know, I think of Rock God and I think of Prince Justin. So, Rock God actually did the photo shoot for my last album, my band's last album, and he's great at it. So you guys just need to, like, chat, collaborate, and, like, talk about how awesome photography is, because they're both really good. So you should follow Rock God. You should follow over on his, oh God, Instagram, I think it is. Oh, you follow Paul on Instagram. Okay, so you already knew about him. I thought I might have introduced you. But you folks need to follow both Paul and you need to follow Rock God, because they're both great.
Have fun trying to open
and
that
I just wanted to mention that because yeah, these are both good people. I like them a lot, but they're also just like wonderful photographers, and I've really been enjoying looking at some of the photography in particular on Twitter with Paul stuff. I just need to get Rock God onto freaking Twitter so I can start, citing him on Twitter instead just having to put in the ungodly long Instagram link. No, seriously, I really admire your photography, Paul, for real, so yeah. So you should check it out. And actually, would you mind putting a link to your Twitter?
Don't look at me. I don't have that key.
I need another key. Putting a link to that Twitter for me, and put another link or his view bug. Hey, what's up, Echo Alpha? And also put a link as well, Rock God, to your Instagram as well. Please to do those two things, because yes, hello, Echo. Welcome to this lovely place. This is a real life. This is actually an in-person picture of PAX East. Right now, we're just looking. We're in the food court looking for food. So that's what this is. There we go. Yeah, cool. Thanks, Paul. Yeah, legit. Like really, good photography. And of course, you should follow him for all this stuff. He's a good reviewer and many things, but just that in particular is something I've been enjoying. The two people that I've been enjoying the most as of late, last couple days. Ooh. Slivovitz added to recipes. We got a secret. That's a new thing that we can construct. Ooh. Of those things, one of the things is the you're gonna laugh. The Muppet History Twitter link has been awesome. I don't know if anyone follows that, but if you don't, you should follow the Muppet History Twitter account. It's awesome. It's basically just awesome Muppets all the time. And then the other one has been following Paul on Twitter and looking at the photographs in particular. So yeah. Mushrooms. I actually had today I had sushi with my daughter, and we ended up going to with the sushi, we got the soup, the miso soup that had mushrooms in it, and she's a big fan of mushrooms, so I gave her some of those. It was good. Campfire. All right, so I gotta wait till I get back to the Campfire's Cauldron menu. Do me a favor, chat. When I get back to the campfire, don't let me forget to see what this new potion is that we just got. that's new. That wasn't there before. That was inspired. That was opened by the light. The star relic. That's the second of what we need, and then 2 weapons.
You'd never know this star ornament was a gear just to look at it. What a beautiful piece.
Damn right. Wow. All right. We just got a bunch of awesome stuff. Let's see what we got. Where's my inventory at? Okay. Hussar Lance. A long weapon designed for sticking with the pointy end. Okay, great. -3 armor, +1 attack. Critical damage 6%, but it drops my strength. Yeah, no, that's not as good. Wait, I can equip that there? Oh, no, I can't because it's two-handed. All right, I was like, wait, what? Okay, so that's not going to work. What about you? Could you use this? This Hussar Lance. It's a spear. Requires 35 strength. Oh, boy. Pretty sure the only one who's got that is Mezzy. Yeah, okay. But there was also a sword, though. Agility 5, a long blunt knife designed for slashing. Oh, +8 to armor, huh? It's less damage, but since I don't... Okay, so I'm going to give this to my main guy, and the reason is I don't do melee attacks with him much anyway, so pretty much this is the same as my short sword, but look at how much it increases my armor and my melee attacks. This is definitely better. I like the look of that. And now I can get the short sword, which is better. Nice. The Mandrel staff. Right. Unagi nigiri is my favorite sushi roll. Yeah, I like, I have to say, my favorite sushi roll is, and I have to be in the mood for sushi, but sometimes I can like it. My favorite, though, is definitely, salmon avocado. Salmon avocado is real good. Real good.
Groshka, this reminds me of the pool we encountered at the sunken castle.
Yes. Every bit as impassable and ultimately useless to us.
You never know. We might find something to help.
Can't we just throw Mezze to the other side?
Okay, so this is another thing I have to be able to cross over to get to that awesome treasure, whatever that is. I'm sure it's great. We'll worry about that later. A chest key! Heyo! Hell to the yes. Okay, chest key. So, that chest key will be able to be used in just a moment. Let's clear. See? I knew I missed something. Okay. So that chest key. We still haven't even found a merchant yet in this game. There's not been a merchant to buy something from yet, but coming soon. Alright, that chest key is going to be...
Ow! What vile sorcery powers these doors? Lightning itself?
That's what it was
A
doing.
malfunction? Or a trap?
Now we know. Okay, that's cool. That's good to know. That's good to know. I see you, game. I see you. So the gentleman today, yeah. Oh, really? I really like avocado, the Covens. That's part of it. Like, fresh guacamole is chef's kiss. So good. Okay, what am I doing? I need to put that star thing in there, but I also need to find that chest. Where was that? There it is. Okay, I want to go get that chest first. And then I'm going to save it. While I'm at it, I might as well pick up this light. Did not even occur to me that that light that I had back there was going to be usable on that area, but I'm happy that it was. Excuse me, dead guy, who is going to come to life very soon. Oh, wait.
Only one more to place.
Yeah. wonder if that third relic is in that remaining chest. Okay, up and over, right? Whoops. So that movie is solid, huh, Echo? A tomb key, and I know exactly what I need for that. Plus the leather Kun helmet. Or Kun hat. Armor, but it way drops energy, so no. Less attack, more armor. Plus 10 armor, minus 10 energy, minus 3 attack. I don't like how much it does that. Yeah, not as good. But I love that tomb key. Yes, I do. Love the look of that. I love the sound effects here of the roots, by the way, in this thing. Really, really cool. Could be a battle. Hello, Skull Sentry. So, we meet for the first time for the last time. Okay. Backstab. How do you How exactly do you backstab a skull, by the way? How does that... How exactly does that work? Like, how do you... Everyone fight me. Ow. That hurt. Oh, I can use this potion on anybody? Oh, that's even more useful than I thought. That's cool. I didn't realize that. I think we're good on that.
What a waste of life.
Okay. Ow. Dude, that's super useful. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be right after this. I'm going back to the campfire anyway, so I'm gonna use this stuff up. So, herbalism on myself, please. Okay. Get the healing up there. What's up to Cece? Anatomically aimed for the occipital region. I was just wondering, like, how you backstab the back of a skull. I don't... Okay. Chad, I'm just going to ask all of you why you think that this thing that I'm currently hovering over, why this skill is going to work. I'd ask you to look at the description, the name of it, and then please look what I'm fighting. I feel like I have to try it just because I want to be like, really? It evaded my leg shot. Okay. It did evade my leg shot. I'm actually pleased. I was like, I don't... What? It did not take the leg shot. It did not do that at all, and... We're dead. Okay. Let's get a little bit of our energy back, shall we? Frightened? I'm frightened. Whoop. Let's get that energy back. Okay. Oh, I should have taunted. That was a mistake. There we go. Try again. Let's see if it's possible. I got a scutum. No, I'm probably not pronouncing that right. Scutum? Sputum? It's a Roman shield of some kind. Doesn't somebody have a shield? Yes, you do. Plus 3 damage, plus 5 armor. Large shield often used in a phalanx formation. Okay. Probably not pronouncing that right, am I? It's a couple of letters away from being a testy holder. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Does that drop my agility at all? It does not. Beginner shield, but at least it's something. All right. Right. To the scrotum. I feel like I don't have the knowledge of Roman you know, combat methods the way that someone like, for example, my Cole does. Ooh. Okay, you're over there. I see how that works. Wait, what?
2 doors, 1 dial. How do we get into both?
Interesting, that's not...
Just one more cluster.
You hear that? We're almost there.
Meze, allow me to push you through that small hole. It will hurt, but I feel it will lead to riches.
I'd
Scutum?
rather we pursue another option and come back later.
Yushka, allow me to push you through there.
Meze is right. There will be another option.
I wonder if that means that there will be another option? Interesting. Okay. Don't worry about that later. I'm going to have to get that thing in a minute. So, scutum. Okay. I do know about phalanxes, and part of why I know about phalanxes, oddly, is that I remember... interesting. Part of that is that I remember... haha!
I'll take that. Stop looking at me funny.
Skull of Cozy. Is because of playing some war games as a kid, some Roman war games where, and I still have it downstairs. Alexander was the war game that I had where phalanxes were really important. Skull of Cozy. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, well, Mike's a very solid writer, so. Hey, Paxi. I don't think I have an uptime command on mine. I probably should. Guessing that the Skull of Cozy is not going to help me get through this area. Can I push the skull through here? No. It's a bad idea. Wait a minute. Illusion. Ambush. Haha. You did not expect that I would attack you. Paxi with a subscription. You've subscribed for 16 months. Thank you for the resub, Paxi. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, Paxi. All right, sounds good. Sleep well, Echo. So Paxi, we have a couple of new, we have a new emote for tier 1 subscribers. Try typing in Arvan E, A-R-V-A-N-E, uppercase B, lowercase L-A-M. This might be useful for you as an Apex Legends person. There you go. Arvan E Blam. You can use that everywhere across Twitch, baby. Everywhere across Twitch. Arvan E Blam. So that is our newest tier 1 emote. So we now have 5 emotes. We also have emotes for cheering for 1, 5, and 10,000 bits. So we can do that as well. So. Okay, let's see. That was nice. Okay, then Mezu's going to go next. All right, well then I need to take you out. My untimely deaths. See, I was very excited about it. But you folks should follow Paxi, by the way. She's a very good Apex Legends player, and it's fun to watch her. Fun to watch her do her thing. Yeah, I'm very pleased with these. So. Death. Almost death. I'm definitely going to need to get back to the campfire after this.
It is done.
Ow. Yeah, I know. Give us some guard ability, huh? Okay. Let's mark you. Good.
A 1,000 battles, 1,000
Thank you.
victories.
Thank you. I'm very happy with that. We've always had that as something which was for better TTV, a 3-bladed dagger, because neither 1 nor 2 blades are enough for an eager blacksmith. Wow, that's sweet. I'm going to check that in just a minute. But yeah, so, and I think that, I don't remember who did Wablam. It might have been Kilobyte, I think, who did that. Aggressively average is how I'm going to define myself. Right? Okay, let's take a look at this 3-bladed dagger. And this is going to be the last of the relics, too. 3-bladed dagger. Okay. Requires 30 agility. Oh, you don't have enough for it? You have enough for it. Plus 2 armor. Minus 13 attack, though. You can use that. Minus 7 attack, plus 10 armor. That's a lot minus on the attack, though. You don't have the agility for that. Minus 17 attack. Yeah, these are not as good. That is unfortunate. There's the moon relic, the last one.
Even with no sky above us and a haunted tomb, the moon continues to taunt us.
Sebastian gained a level 2. Open the crypt. I will get there in just a moment. I think I see something through there again, but maybe it's just a torch. Alright. First of all... Fetter Sword. 2 to 8. Usually used as a training sword, but a gifted swordsman can still do some damage with it. I keep finding these things, I'm like, ooh, and then I'm like, oh, that's not... wow, that's really... Ah, there we go, though. That looks promising. Alright, Sebastian. Like that, yeah. Some of this got a decent sense of humor, this thing. Lightning shot. 1120 lightning damage. Weapon damage to all enemies. Stun them for 2 turns. That's really good. I don't need a headshot. I've already got that. Weapon damage. Silence them for 2 turns. You see, I don't like this gambler. This whole gambler line is like 50% for the enemy. See, look at this. Play crossbow roulette with an enemy. Chances of death are 50% for the enemy and 40% for you. Why would I do that? Why is that a good idea? Like, what? Are you joking? So no, we're not doing that. Gonna unlock Poison Arrow. Mostly so that we can get Lightning Shot is what we want. Okay. Alrighty, good. We got everything now. We just have to open the crypt. I have to open the crypt and also... We have one door that's still closed, I thought. Maybe I've just gone through that. Map 88%. I gotta get one more set. I gotta clear out his roots, though. And maybe I do that by... I might have to do that after I go into here. Once I get into the crypt, then I might be able to do what I need to, because... Yeah, I need to deal with those roots. I don't have quite all of it. Just one set of roots. I think just one set of roots left. Yeah, 8 out of 9. Thank you, Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf with the tier 2 sub. Thank you, Lone Wolf. Thank you so much for the sub, for the resub. I appreciate it. And Lone Wolf, you can probably notice that you've got an awesome tier 2 emote, of course, as per usual. We also have a new tier 1 emote. Lone Wolf. He's insane. Boom. Arvin E. Blam. Welcome to Arvin E. Blam world. I still think Get Hyped is probably still my favorite of our emotes, but I like these emotes though. I have to say I'm very pleased with how these are coming together. You can even get emotes for cheering now, which is pretty sweet. What is that sound? Oh, it's up here. That's what that is. Interesting. There we go. Yeah, you should have some that are available because of, you know, cheers or whatever else. Yeah. Alright. It's fine. Please don't come to life yet. Okay, good. I need to rest first. Oh, and then one of these, I have the skull of what's-his-face, and one of those, the skull of Kofi or whatever his name is, and it said that if you put it on top of his crypt, then he, like, comes back to life or something, and I have that skull. Okay, now we are going to rest. We're going to do Cauldron. Restores 85% of energy. That's sweet. Okay. So, for those of you who haven't seen this before, this is one of the neat little mini-games here that you can play with this game. And it is, when you first create a potion that you can use in combat, you put it together with essentially what is a logic puzzle. Yeah, the Lich King, basically. It's a logic puzzle. So, plants from the mountain, and each one of these involves one of these plants, one of these effects from one of these habitats. So plants from the mountain and the waterfall cannot, or the waterfront can't be used. So that means we're dealing with field and woodland. So it's field and woodland. The sedative plant is not from the woodland and is not a root. So let me just put this here for a second. This is just as a placeholder. Okay. Sedative plant is, and we also know sedative is not from the woodland, is not a root, and the healing root is second. So we also know that it's sedative and healing. We know that sedative is not from the woodland. So that means that that has to be next to field. So it's because it's either sedative or healing, and it can't be it can't go with woodland because sedative doesn't go with woodland. So it's sedative with the field. And now the last question is, put the crops in the cauldron first and then the healing root second. Okay, so the crops in the cauldron first. So that means that the crop has to go here. Now the question is, do we put that with sedative or not? Healing root is here. Healing goes here. And that should do it. Bing. So now we got it. So now we've got this recipe. Okay. Okay, wait a second. Upgrade your characters. Okay, I want to equip. How do I equip the potion again? Skills. Children of the Wind. Quick draw. This thing is what I'm looking for. Okay. 15 to 23 frost damage, deals its initiative, or restores 85% of energy.
Thunder.
Yeah, thank you, Raka. That's what I was actually. I just did that. Thank you now, but thank you. Josiah Firesnake. What is up, Josiah? Who better known as Firesnake Aries. Thank you very much for the host. I appreciate it, man. For the raid/host. Thank you, man. What's up, Firesnake? How you doing, man? Or I guess it should now be Josiah. I think that's what we're looking at. It should now be Josiah. Thanks, dude. Very much appreciate you. Folks should be following him. Josiah is a fun streamer. And plays a lot of games, man after my own heart, plays a lot of cool games that I like as well. It's going well. This has been a fun game. Really enjoying this, actually, quite a bit. Just trying to decide now between whether I want Orb Weaver with the cheer. With the 300 cheer. Very nice, Orb Weaver. Very nice. Those cheers will give you eventually emote options. Yeah, I know. I remember you were one of the people that I watched playing this and really was enjoying watching you play it. I think I watched like 1 or 2 sessions of it, and when the chance came, I'm like, you know what? This is a game I got to try out because I like dungeon crawl, Legend of Grimrocky type games anyway, and so I mean, there's parts of this that are a little rough around the edges, but it's good. Have you played Heroes of the Monkey Tavern, Josiah? I actually played this on played that on GOG for the dungeon crawl event this past Tuesday, and it was pretty good, actually. It was pretty good. It was, again, much rougher around the edges than this is. I might show a little bit of it after I'm done with this, but it's basically a dungeon crawl like this. Very much, much lower in scope, though. It's very much more like Legend of Grimrock 1, and it is kind of a poor man's Legend of Grimrock anyway in a lot of ways. But it's pretty slick, actually, in a lot of ways. Who uses the most energy? You know what? He probably does. Yeah, no, this is better. Fortress. When you heal, get 15% defense for 1 turn. Once triggered, can't be activated for 3 turns. Hell, we're going to use that. Put that passive skill. Iron Stomach. When you take poison damage, you get 100% poison resistance. Vigorous. All skill costs reduced by 10%. You do critical damage. Skill's cooldown is reduced by 1 turn. I like that. Okay, good. So now that is set. Okay. So now I can actually rest. And yes, I'm going to use a piece of firewood. Yeah, very neat. It's cool. It's got like the voice acting is a terrible joke. It's really really bad. But there's a lot of good aspects to it, honestly. Surprisingly, you know, better than you would think, I think is the way I would describe it. Okay. Good. All right, here we go. Okay, that's wrong. That was definitely not the order. So, sun, the moon, and the stars. Ow! Okay, that wasn't right. Exactly. Is it moon, sun, and stars? Moon, sun, stars. That's not right. Okay. Sorry. What have I tried? I've tried moon. Okay. I've tried sun, moon, and stars. I've tried moon, sun, and stars. Star, moon, sun? I'm just going to go back here for just a minute. Star, moon, sun. I'm just going to rest. Just right there. Okay. Sun, moon, stars. Sun. Moon. Damn it. Moon, star, sun? Moon. Star. Sun. Good gravy. What have I not tried? Star, sun, moon? Star. Sun. Okay. Alright, I didn't get destroyed there, so I think that's right. Alright. Whew.
This looks promising.
There's our entrance. Well done.
Alright, attack time. Yep.
Oh no. The crackling of bones, I hear, can mean only one thing. The wrath of 4 great chieftains I once called family.
Well, if you want to keep this reunion a private affair, old man, you know we'd understand.
Und! Tosh! Turtum! Huma! If any of you can hear me, know we search this tomb for only the most noble of reasons.
That's a really big if there, old man. There's as much soul left in those bones as any other ruthless skeletons terrorizing Operencia these days.
You're right. I don't like it, but I know you're right.
This would
There
have
may
been...
just be more skeletons, but they're more formidable than any we have faced before.
Yes.
That just means their bones crack harder.
Hell yeah. This honestly, this is like more... This would have had more of an effect if it weren't for the fact that I already saw this under the description of these characters. Right, raining arrows. Hallelujah, it's raining arrows. Okay, Ow. Ow again. Alright. Let's do this. I should have taunted first. Okay. Damn it. Alright, I'm gonna mark you then. What is the... Oh, man. Okay. Ow. tab. Okay. First of all, everyone fight me! Taunt! That's right. Okay, I gotta take care of that dude. Okay, let's see. Okay, you're on fire and on ice. That's how that works. You healed. And don your armor! Yeah, I do too. Ow. Okay. Ow. Ow again. I did see it. I talked a little bit about this on my Discord. So this is the way I felt about that. I don't know how to describe this exactly right, but I think everyone has talked about this part, so this is not going to be surprising. So basically, that is Divinity Original Sin 3. Okay, and they were working on Divinity Original Sin 3 when this Baldur's Gate thing almost kind of fell into their lap. I mean, I'm not saying that they weren't happy to do it, but... And so they obviously folded this into it. This, I have to be honest, it felt like Divinity Original Sin 3. And the only thing about that is, I'm kind of lukewarm about Larian's stuff. I must be one of the only people on the planet that didn't adore Divinity Original Sin 2, even though I played it on GOG. I liked it. I didn't love it. I don't love their world building and writing. And I don't know, you know, there's something about it I just kind of bounced off of. And everyone's like, this is one of the greatest RPGs of all time. Like, I don't know. So I'm sure a lot of people are going to love it, but I have to admit, I was kind of disappointed. Like, I was watching that just being like, what? Like, what happened to, you know, games like Black Geyser, which I had a chance to look at some of, even the new Pathfinder Kickstarter game, Wrath of the Righteous, seems more in line with what I would have hoped for, rather than something like this. I mean, even the fonts looked like Divinity. And I understand it's a pre-alpha, like, I get it, but I don't know. I just don't. So I was a little disappointed, I have to be honest. And the other thing that worries me is, I don't always trust their taste on some of this stuff either. Like, I found their trailer, the original trailer, disgusting. Like, I saw it and I'm like, why did I need to see that? The whole mind flare thing, it was traumatizing. Honestly, it was like really, I was like, oh, what? And I was reading an article that said a lot of the original journalists just kind of had this visceral reaction also. And I was just kind of like, what? So I don't know, you know, and again, I don't in any way want to suggest that they're not. It's a good. I mean, they're a very good studio, so I don't in any way want to claim they're not. I was like, why can't we just do Baldur's Gate? You know, Baldur's Gate that people waiting on forever instead of Divinity Original Sin 3. I don't know. I should have turtled first. Yeah, well, it's part of the original arrangement, actually. Part of the arrangement is that, like, they put, like, a tadpole or something into your brain, and then other things. I don't know. I mean, I was like, one down. Two down.
It is done.
Turtle me up. Okay. Actually, you know what? No. Stealth. Well, right. And see, here's the other thing about that. So you guys know I love turn-based games, right? I'm a big fan of turn-based games. But here's the thing about that. I don't mind. I mean, I like turn-based role-playing games too. Obviously, I'm playing one. But honestly, what the turn-based principle was supposed to do is it was supposed to represent in tabletop what, like, in reality, a turn in D&D is literally just 6 seconds of time, right? During which all the people in your party basically get a chance to go. That's all a turn is. It's 6 seconds. And in that time, you break things down bit by bit by bit because you want to have detail and give people agency without slowing the whole thing down, grinding it to a complete halt. But in reality, it's an abstraction, right? It represents what is happening in real time. I do this, you do this, you do this. We're all doing it roughly at the same time. And the enemy, meanwhile, is doing roughly what they do as well, not quite at the same time, but right after you or right before you, depending on the initiative. So real time with pause is honestly what, if D&D tabletop could do it, is what they would love to do. Everyone decides what they're going to do, everyone reveals their orders or reveals what they're going to do at the same time, and then the things go off. And so honestly, real time with pause was a way to kind of reflect what D&D would have been like to begin with, if it could have been. And so returning to it and saying, well, like, because what he said in the video is he's like, well, it's D&D's turn-based, so are we. D&D's not turn-based except in combat. And if it didn't have to be turn-based in combat, it wouldn't be. But it has to be combat, and so that's the deal. So I don't, so again, I don't really care too much. Like, the real time with pause versus turn-based is not a deal breaker for me either way. But there is a part of me that's just kind of like, why are we reinventing the wheel? And again, making your game Divinity Original Sin 3 when what people really wanted was Baldur's Gate 3. And I can't help feeling like Obsidian would have been sort of more in tune with this. Now, again, to be clear, I understand why they didn't go with them. They actually had several talks that fell through with Obsidian, and now Obsidian is bought by Microsoft, and they may be going in a different direction. Pillars of Eternity 2 didn't sell well. I mean, there's all kinds of reasons. And Larian's a good studio, which is going to do a professional job. I just, and this is just me, it's not my favorite kind of games that they put out, and so I kind of feel like, why make Baldur's Gate? I mean, that's part of it. Why not just call it Waterdeep Unleashed? Why not make it, well, Sword Coast Legends you can't do, that's already been done. But why can't you do something like The Death of Daggerford? Journey to the Spine of the World. Like, there's so many other things you could do in the Forgotten Realms, in the Sword Coast, let alone Forgotten Realms, that wouldn't require you to sort of make this an iconic sequel to the last one that looks so radically not like that. Yeah, the idle animations are really cool. Yeah, I love the little idle animation. Sorry, I'll get back into playing, but so yeah. You know what? I'm not going to take any chances. Okay. Now, from stealth. Nice. There you go. Get healing, boost their defense. Ow. Ow again. Okay. I need to heal myself. Just so that energy back. The fact that you can use a potion on anybody is super good, can I just say? It is super useful. You're dead.
How rude of me.
Again.
I never caught your name.
Yeah, exactly, Prince Justin, exactly. Like, and having worked very closely with Ed Greenwood, and considering now a friend, like, his knowledge of this stuff is staggering. Not just the knowledge of his own world, which is obvious, but I mean, his knowledge of how to build these things and work them out is incredible. And I just feel like so much of it We keep going over the same places again and again, and I don't know why we need to do that, you know? So, normally there would be Lone Wolf if we had played Esper Genesis tonight, but because we had a last-minute, you know, we had an unavoidable schedule change, it meant that we're not playing Esper Genesis, and that's the last one of the month, I'm sorry to say. We had a lot of them before, but Dragon of Icespire Peak ended up not happening because of kind of Kilobyte had no power, and then we had other stuff that happened with Echo, and then today we had this Esper Genesis thing, so unfortunately, but we have a lot of stuff coming next month. If you, also I want to say that I probably, Lone Wolf, if you did the channel inspirations, channel point inspiration, I'm inclined to let those roll over because there are only 2 of those per month, so I'm inclined to let those roll over to the next month. Once you use it, obviously you don't get it again until you redeemed another set of channel points. But if one of the inspirations you have is a channel inspiration point, I might let those roll over. I'm just letting you know. That's a good question. I don't know what happened in Neverwinter Nights 3. That's a very good question. You know, Neverwinter Nights 3, I feel like Neverwinter Nights in 1 and 2, especially 2, I should say, 2 I always felt was underrated. You know, I haven't played Mask of the Betrayer, but I've heard many good things about it. But it's not bad, you know, so 500 gold battle axe, pine staff, holy cow.
Great chieftains, I am truly sorry, but this had to be done.
Enter the crypt and confront its final protector. Wait a minute, what final protector? Children of the Sun. Your sun skills now cost 15% less. The hell are my sun skills? What are my sun skills? He asked. When I get to level 9, I'll be able to equip all of those. Okay. There you go. Yeah, you know what I mean, Lone Wolf? Like, I thought Neverwinter, I mean, I'm biased because I got the thing made for me, as I talked about. What? Okay, good. But I thought, Neverwinter Nights 2 I thought was pretty good. I mean, I don't know. Headshot. Yes. Unlock the headshot. Unlock the headshot. Alright, and don't I have that somewhere? Oh, nice, you have it in right there. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, good. Okay, right. Let's see. I want more agility. I want more vigor. I want to be able to use that dagger, but... Okay. Alright, and skills, Shadow Strike. Hide in the shadows, strike all enemies. Anywhere in the battlefield, you deal 11 to 18 poison damage plus weapon damage and decrease their hit chance by 30%. Hell to the yes. Hell to the yes. Alright. Now, let's take a look at these weapons that we got. A battle axe was one of them, right? Let's talk about this battle axe. Wow, we lose a lot of energy. I think this is energy. I keep forgetting what this is. I think that's energy. Right. I know, right? Coven? No joke, man. Pine staff. Requires 20 intelligence. You cannot use that. How much intelligence do you have, Sebastian? 6 to 12 frost damage. Wow, that's really good. I need to increase my intelligence. What is your intelligence right now, sir? You have a 16 intelligence? What do I need for this? 20 intelligence. Great. I need to get 4 of these. Good gravy. All right. Well, let's talk about that battle axe then. What do you need for this battle axe? You need 35 strength, which means, as usual, he can do that. You know what? That's too good, I think, for... I need to find out what the hell that is. Actually, hey, Firesnake, Josiah, you still here? What is this? Is this energy? Because I'm inclined to... What? Wait, what? Is that two-handed also? It is two-handed. Oh, wow. So, yeah, so is that... Or you need to kill Elminster, exactly. So, yeah, do you know, is that... What is this icon? Firesnake / Josiah? That's attack, that's defense. What's this, though? Wisdom or intelligence? Maybe. It could be. I just don't remember. I don't easily know how to do it. Because that makes a difference. Because other than that, this is much better than the halberd in every respect but that. And I mean, this has got armor piercing and like... Gives me strength 3, vigor 2. I mean, it gives me better initiative, but... I think I'm going to stick with this, but I would love to know what this does. I want to know what this is. It might just be that it increases my initiative, possibly. That might be what it is. I think that this icon might be initiative. I think. I'm going to leave it like that for now. But yeah, if you find anything else, I... One to 10, 2 to 7. So 3 to 17, or 4 to 14. But more strength and more... Yeah, it's worth it. It is initiative? Okay. Okay. Well, listen, I mean, initiative is useful because it means that he gets to put up... I mean, for sure. But, I mean, I like the idea of him doing more damage and having more defense, quite frankly. Okay. Rest. Save the game. Alright. So now we have this. Now I still need to find that last part of the root that is being affected, but we'll... There it is. It's right there.
They entered the crypt. And then... fright. In its purest form. It gripped their hearts. It held them in place. And moments later...
Thank you, Govin.
A voice of legend spoke.
My power petrifies you. You cannot move. How boring. I release you.
Queen Raker, we thank
okay.
you for your mercy.
Makes sense.
Mercy.
This can't be good.
Holding you in place will not kill you. And long have I waited for another chance to fire this bow.
My queen, we mean you no harm.
I do not feel the same.
This
Well-
is unbelievable.
I know I'm sheltered, but how does one kill a ghost?
If she can kill us, we must be able to kill her, right?
We cannot kill her.
So we join her in the afterlife then. Perfect.
No, a corporeal apparition can be defeated, same as you or me. They simply expire once exhausted.
Expire? How do you know this?
Experience?
Well, I'm convinced.
Well, I can't think of a more convenient place to die than in a tomb.
I have seen you fight. We will not perish.
Wow, look at this. Sun combo deals 38 to 68 fire damage to all enemies. Upper World combo restores all characters from incapacitated state, heals 33% of their maximum hit points. Nice. Good start. Shadow Strike. Being evaded. Alright. Turtle! What do you have to let? Oh, well. Arpad and Koresh, huh? Oh, goddammit with the taunts. Okay. Let's see. Headshot! Insta-kill, baby! Immediate usefulness. Hell yeah. Insta-kill. What is up? What's up, Dragon Spear? How you doing, man? Hey, Dragon. You should know that we have a new bit cheer emote that I think you're going to like. If you cheer, if someone cheers up to, I think it's 10,000 bits, and I think it's not all at the same time. I think it's cumulative. I'm not 100% sure. Well, first of all, we have that, so we can now use that emote anywhere. That's a tier 1 emote. But if you, if somebody cheers 10,000, then they get Arvani Dragon is the new emote, which can then be used everywhere. So we have a dragon emote. Wow, that was... Okay, that sucked a lot. Oh, you are not shielded anymore, are you? 40 damage, baby. Yeah! Yay! Mrs. Dunsel with a resub. Thank you, Mrs. Dunsel. Thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it, Mrs. Dunsel. Welcome, welcome. And you should know that Arvani Blam is now available to you. Yeah, yeah. Stop telling me to stop and then shooting me, lady. No, no, no. That's much more important. Speaking of which, how's the dog doing, Coven? Thank you so much for the resub, Dragon. I appreciate it. Yeah, look at that. Arvani Blam with Arvani hype. I love it. Very exciting. Okay. Then give me that initiative bonus. Hell yeah. Dead. Alrighty. Oh, immune, huh? Yeah, that's not good. Stop telling me to stop it. Be frightened all you like, lady, but... Okay. Stop it. Yeah, Arvani, and also So Good Ones. Also, Arvani So Good is now a bit emote as well. Bit ones, yeah. But the Arvani Blam is a tier 1 emote for everybody, too. But the thing about the dragon one is that you can use it everywhere, which is, I think, fairly sweet. You attack me, lady. Headshot. Double
Right on
counter.
target.
Counter, double counter. Hell yes, the Rasknavik pendant. Aware's agility soars thanks to the magical herb in this pendant. Nice.
Did we just expire her?
Allow me to thank you. Being at peace is so peaceful, dull. This awakening was a welcome reprieve. I sense a quest of urgency and importance. Yet I also sense disappointment.
It honors us that we were able to amuse you, milady. But alas, we had hoped to find the sword of Attila. The fate of Operencia is at stake. Might you know where to find it?
No. Only he who crafted the blade would sense its power.
Hadur? But he lives in the upper world, the land of the gods. How will we get there?
If your quest is as noble as you claim, then fate will lead you.
First, fate needs to lead us out of this place. All this exposure to malevolent mushrooms is causing hallucinations. We honestly think we're talking to a royal wraith who told us to visit a god.
Take this arrow, use it to escape this tomb, and leave me in peace. My power fades. You will not see me again. Good luck, heroes.
It's not every day a ghost calls me a hero.
Wow.
Anyone, for that matter.
I see you as a hero, Yoshka.
Why, thank you, Mazet.
Enough flattery. We must find a way to Hadur.
Hadur. Enough flattery. Okay, before we get to enough flattery, let's talk about this agility pendant right here. Greater immunity to poisons? Yeah, but this... Oh, wow, really? Okay, wait a second. Maybe this? Increases the energy of its wearer. No, he needs his strength. How about this? Yeah, I think that's going to be worth it. I'll probably keep it this way. Okay. Arrow of Reka. Oh, this is another one of those set items. Okay. I think... Do you have the... No, you have the fine leather boots. Who's got the... Who had the... You did, Sebastian. Alright, well then guess what? Because with this, I'll get more agility as a consequence of, because of the set. It makes sense. It's the Queen of Reka anyway, and... Alright. So, agility. Yeah, you're a DPS guy anyway. I may end up doing that. I actually like the look of that, too. Although it drops the energy amount. Yeah, that's fine. 83 to 144, that's worth it. It drops my initiative, but... I need me some of that strength. Oh my god, that's dance. That is definitely a creepy emote. That is super creepy. I will not deny that. All right. Let's get some agility going here. I already got that use already, which was pretty sweet. Oh, right. This is the one who has to level up. My bad. For the king, den to 20 physical damage, weapon damage to all enemies, and recharge 25% energy of your party members. Thorns. Taunt your enemy's 75% chance. Increase your block chance by 35%. Redirect 25% of all taken damage to your attackers for 2 turns. I like that. Removing the taunt is nice, too. Let's increase that damage bonus. Okay, I want you to increase your strength, your vigor. Okay. Sebastian, if you would do that and that. Yeah, I mean, moving that up to 20 intelligence, I don't know. I don't know when that's going to be happening anytime soon. He's playing some horror games. They made creepy emotes and alerts in preparation for it. Nice. That is definitely creepy. I will not deny that. Critical damage plus 10%. Wow. Love it. We're getting there. Okay. Now... Sun skills cost 15% less. That's good. I liked some of those party-wide skills. Those were nice. Those were definitely nice. Let's get sun and wind. Although, that's nice too. I'm going to stick with that for now, though. Yeah, no, I want to use these. Like that. All skill cost reduced by 10%. Yeah, that's all. That's all good stuff. Okay. Now, Queen Rekka. There I was, feeling a constant sense of awkwardness and teeming with a man I recently robbed, when all of that was wiped away by the laughter of a ghost. The awkwardness gave way to sheer terror, moving on to the dread of knowing a showdown with the legendary first bride of the even more legendary King Attila was nigh. Within a few short years after Queen Rekka, King Attila and some Taltosh whose name I never cared enough to learn defeated the mighty dragon Thade. She grew ill with a mysterious disease and died. It was said she was ravishingly beautiful and also quite the sure shot with a bow and arrow. She was particularly known for her playful wit, even in the face of possible death. I respect a woman with a good sense of humor, especially if it's delivered alongside a lethal headshot to an enemy. Oh my gosh. Look at this. I just noticed this. I can change the mouse wheel color. Jesus. Oh, God. I respect a woman with a good sense of humor. Okay. I never thought I'd get a chance to see her mix of beauty, bullseyes, and brilliant banter firsthand, but hey, here we are, in her tomb. I would have been perfectly content traversing all corners of Operencia, having never stared at her gorgeous pale face as she fired ghost arrows our way while laughing. But such is life. I do like kind of his discussion of stuff. Defeat the guards. Was there ever any doubt that these ominous skeleton warriors, once part of Attila's elite guard, would spring to life to protect the tomb? No, there was not. There was not. Okay, I'm not going to rest. I'm just going to save it. Oh, that's funny. Okay, I'm going to save it. Yeah. So, here we go. Ooh, Robe of Rekka, Bow of Rekka. Yeah, alright, Sebastian. The Robe of Rekka. Evasion 3, Agility 5, Initiative 5. Yeah, but I'm still going to do this even though I lose a little bit because I'm basically putting all of this on, and the Bow of Rekka. So we only have one more for the critical chance of 15%. Nice.
Return to me now.
Such a demanding Deciduous.
Seriously. I'll return to you when I'm damn well ready and done for it, boss. Okay.
If you rob from the Queen's tomb, there'll be no reward for you. In fact, I will send you to your own tomb myself.
Meze showing some backbone. I can always come back when this is all over.
Man. Huh. So. Okay, all chests have been found. Great. Cool. Alrighty. So the only thing I couldn't do is I couldn't shrink to get through the hole that would have let me get over this one area that I couldn't get to, right over here. I couldn't do that. And then I also couldn't, there was another place, I don't know if it was here or not. There was one place where was that case, and then the other place I couldn't cross over the water to get somewhere. But otherwise I got just about everything. 4 to 7 secrets, 92% of the map, and that's this other area here, and the campfire is one of one. There's only one campfire, fortunately. All right. So success. Now we can go back to the tree.
As the companions departed the tomb of Reka, a stranger crossed their path. He wore the rags of a common peasant and the exhaustion of a man running for his life.
If you gentlemen seek to rob me, I assure you I have nothing but my life to give.
But on the contrary, what happened to you?
A three-headed dragon has invaded the middle world once more.
Like Thade, slain by Attila, decades ago?
Whatever its name, it tore my village apart. My wife, my children, gone. I may be the only one who survived.
That's terrible.
You're welcome to join us.
If you don't mind traversing a path of relentless near-certain death.
Well, you certainly seem armed well enough to handle any threats.
Yeah, he sounds very devastated.
What brings you here?
We aim to bring back the sun. Somehow.
Sounds impossible, but noble. Far too dangerous for a simple man like me. I am headed to the Deva fortress, not far from here. I'll be safe there. And perhaps its army can help with the dragon.
We understand. Good luck on your travels, stranger.
Sharkos.
What?
The name is Sharkos.
Sharkos?
May our paths cross again, Sharkos.
They will. Yes, I believe they will. Farewell.
They're just desperate for anybody. They're like,
Most curious encounter, that.
He won't make it to Deva on his own. No way.
We must hope for the best for him, and focus on the quest of our own.
Your assistance in the tomb was greatly appreciated. My bow is yours, at least until I figure out how to reach the land of the gods.
Perhaps Sebastian could use the merchant's guidance as well.
The merchant, you say? Of course. It's been years.
You know him?
Yes, I know the merchant. And I already know you are in for a great surprise.
all right. Okay. So we go back to the tree. Look at that. How cool is that? That's pretty slick. Some really good lighting effects in this game, I have to say. Very, very solid lighting effects.
They returned to find a pathway clear of roots. Olfa was true to his word.
You have earned the right to pass. Do not disappoint me. And thank you.
Wow. I was about to say, I'm like, what? How do you... Okay, you're going to say thank you, right? Well, that's fine. Okay, hold on just a second. 96% of the map. We only have 3 out of 10 secrets, though? Really? That's interesting. Found all the chests. The stone golem riddle guy from Bard's Tale 4. Oh my god, yeah. Alright, let's go find the merchant.
They arrived at the merchant's hut.
I love these little
where
art
Sebastian
style,
introduced his companions to an elderly woman named Elia.
Elia? This is the Merchant of the Woods.
You were expecting a man, weren't you?
Yes, and someone less wrinkled, with a shop full of weapons.
Jesus, Yoshka.
Forgiving Yoshka's indelible charm, he does have a point. Were you robbed?
Allow me to show you something.
The old woman reached into a brown leather bag beside her. She revealed a fine blade.
My gift to you. The rest will require a fee.
Thank you kindly. But your bag is clearly empty. What more have you to sell?
Empty? Is it now?
She reached into the bag and retrieved a bow. Once more, a spear. A third time, a shield. The group stood in silence as she returned all 3 items to her bag. Her empty bag.
I don't believe it.
This bag
That is why
reveals
you fail.
items as readily as said items are ready to be revealed. It is that simple.
Years later, your literal bag of tricks still amazes me.
I will provide weapons and armor. I ask only for fair payment.
Well, you speak as though you plan to join us.
You fear I will slow you down?
Let's just say you don't. The question remains, where the hell are we going? We're off to find the sun and send the old man to the god who crafted a legendary sword. A god I'm not so sure I believe in the first place.
Oh, Hadur is very real. The
Yeah, exactly.
Firesmith King of the Copper Forest.
Do you know how to reach him?
No, but I do know who can. We must go.
So we have
As
a
they left
merchant
the great
who just comes
forest,
with us?
The old woman revealed their destination, a fortress known as Balványos. There, they would find a Taltos to lead them to the land of the gods. After many miles of complaints from Yoshka, they reached a bridge. A very broken bridge.
This should not be like this.
No, it should not.
The hell are you?
A woman drew near. She spoke in a somber tone. A tone of great loss.
I am Julie Bridge.
A curse has claimed this path.
Oh.
More curses? And who are you?
I'm Kella of the Stonemasons Guild. Well, formerly.
Your reputation precedes you. Even I know of the stonemasons.
We built Deva Fortress, but not without sacrifice. Great sacrifice.
Yes. A dark enchantment created this castle.
And a dark enchantment has ripped it apart.
Going around Deva will cost us days.
Then we still pass through it.
No, you don't. Not without a fight. A very supernatural one at that.
We're really not done fighting ghosts, are we?
Ha! If it means fulfilling our quests, I should hope not.
Very well then. I will join you, for there is much more to tell.
All of a sudden the game's like, player character, player character, player character, player. You're just like, companion, 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 companion. Good God. The former leader of the legendary stonemasons of Operencia has promised much more to tell regarding the enchanted tragedy at Deva Fortress. But what could that be? All you know at this point is that this place totally creeps you out. Place seems fine. It's fine. Whoa.
And then they followed an old woman and a mason into a haunted castle. No one is ever going to believe this.
The swirling whirlwind atop this castle. What was that, Keller?
Our destination. My hammer, Stoneheart, is locked in place there. Without it, I'm not only useless to you, I'm also unable to lift the castle's curse.
We need only pass through.
Yet, you will not pass without the curse being lifted. And lift it we shall.
Are you ever going to tell us what actually happened here?
Yes, at least what I know. But let's get moving first.
Do you think we'll see the villager we spoke to? He said he was headed to Deva.
Then he was headed toward his doom.
No great loss. There was something off about him.
While you could use some lessons in empathy, I also tend to agree with your assessment of his persona.
Oh, you can fast travel now.
Something off, indeed.
Okay, so the Merchant of the Woods is now the Merchant of our party. What an odd old hag. Elias seems harmless enough, but then she unleashes some harsh insults upon you. Goes without saying, I like her. I still don't know why she chose to set up shop in that awful forest, but she has certainly led a fascinating life. She claims to have actually been there at Attila's faithful slaying of Thade. From there, she roamed Operencia, selling her goods and hobnobbing with royalty like Count Apor of Balvinos, before there was oversized rat dung everywhere. Elia carries a sack with her that mysteriously provides us with weapons, armor, and items when we need them. Although, just a quick side note, I still haven't been able to actually access said bag. I'd actually like to now have a conversation with the merchant, please. Or something like that. Sounds like a product of the underworld, if you ask me. She certainly tells enough deranged tales around the campfire to make me feel she knows that domain of darkness all too well. She especially loves frightening poor Meji with her dramatic delivery. Even though I do like Elia, there's a strange darkness about her I just can't put my finger on. She's hiding something from us. I just wonder when we'll find out what that is, and if it's the kind of thing we even want to know. Probably not. Cursed Diva stripped Keller from a hammer known as Stoneheart. Why is it called that? Help her get it back, and she just might tell you. Okay. Killer's armor. I mean, I'll be happy to do that. What I'd like to do first is get to a campfire so I can get a freaking weapon. Seems perfectly safe. 100% safe, this place.
Oh, it won't move. It's too heavy.
Okay, going that way then. Very nice, very nice.
Have fun trying to open that without the right key.
Okay. Sound effects, man. Oh god.
I'm so used to fighting skeletons now. Their rotting flesh makes these fellows so much more personable.
Burned Walker, huh? Alright, let's start off with a bang. Insta-kill.
Bad day for you, huh?
Like that. If you're burning, how do you feel about being frozen? Chuck Norris. Burned walkers. The dead roam the grounds of Deva Fortress. Their flesh isn't just rotting, rather it appears to be completely burned. That does mix rather well with the whole torch look of the cursed castle, as much as I'd like for it to be some sort of deranged avant-garde choice for interior design. Who could have caused such a thing? It's curse after curse in this adventure, and still things manage to surprise me. On their own, these burned walkers seem easy enough to defeat. until they spawn these awful sub-creatures and their corroding corpses. Disgusting. Well, that's why you kill them off fast. Okay.
I sense the presence of the living. Assist me.
Who?
I await your rescue.
Rather presumptuous, isn't he?
And yet, I'm very curious.
The hell is this guy? Curious too. You know what I'm really curious about? Getting you a goddamn campfire. Oh, thank goodness. All right. Some money. Cage key. Okay.
I must know more about your lovely intangible armory
Yes,
there,
please.
Elia.
My bag. You just want to know if it's really worth stealing.
We met such a short time ago, old woman. Yet you know me so well.
I can't believe I've never asked myself. Where does that bag come from, Elia?
The story of how I attained it is for another day. But would you believe it was found at the battlefield after Thade's underworld invasion?
That actually sounds plausible. If so, it's very likely a tool of the underworld.
Yes, for all we know, Urdug's own personal blacksmith hands things to me through the ether. Having no idea he arms midworlders preparing themselves for war against his own kind.
How devilish of us.
Well, Urdug literally is the devil. So, what goes around comes around, I suppose. Look, I don't know how it works, but as long as it gets its gold in return, it seems to be happy. Speaking of which, you look like you want to spend some right now.
And have for a while.
Wow. The new supplies offered by my magic bag truly are impressive.
Okay, that's fine. Can we do that now,
Welcome
please?
to the humble shop of the merchant
Thank
of the
you.
woods.
Good gravy.
Humble seems an understatement. It's just you and your sack, isn't it?
I need nothing else, and nor do you.
Convenient.
Simply view my list and tell me what you like. Assuming you have the gold, of course.
Where does the list come from?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, we would.
So demanding, Yoshka. And you wonder why no one likes you?
I assure you, there are many other reasons.
Well, I try not to
Oh, I
dislike
forgot. I
someone
love the
based
banter,
on
but I
their
really want to see the
looks.
merchant.
Hey,
Merchant,
The
please.
list comes from the same place the items do. The same place where the items you sell me return to, I imagine.
We can sell you items as well.
So long as you don't have them equipped, yes. You can even buy them back if you like, for a slight markup.
Ah, indeed. That's the Elia I've always known.
I'll find a way to surprise you someday, old friend. I promise.
Pleasantly, I hope.
Yes, me too.
Today. Oh my god, finally. Good gravy. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, first of all, we need to... We got a new sword. Arming sword. A long double-edged sword used by knights all around Operencia. Okay, that's better than what I already have. It's not as good since I want to make sure that I have defense here. Okay. Alright, now, finally, the vendor.
I can't tell you where these weapons come from. I just know you won't be disappointed with them.
Okay, time to sell stuff. Okay, fist shield, long sword, short sword, leather kun, knife, leather shoes, bandage, Hazel wand, gloves, small crossbow, toe rag, leather cone hat, leather onion hat, sandals, scythe, short bow. Guess I can sell both of those gems. Short bow, sling, dagger, leather shoulder pad, club, rags, spear, nice pouch, tunic, hat, sandals, rusty dagger, tunic, rusty sword. So I'll keep that for now. That, cleaver, linen cloth, rusty dagger, robe, club, dagger, oak wand, dagger, sling, rag, linen shoes, small pouch, sling. 49 items for 1,842 gold. Jeez. About goddamn time. Oh yeah, that too. Alright. Now we have 10,000 gold. This ought to count for something. Alright. Gut nearby foes with this heavy axe of 2 heads. Wow. Firewood. That'll be useful. Ash wand requires 25 intelligence. No one has that. Gemstone in this necklace grants its wearer greater immunity to fire. That's nice. Yeah, pretty good, right? I mean, I had it for long enough. Wow, these things are expensive. 4,000 gold? One of these days you'll make it to a full set of heavy armor. He loses his initiative, but he gains even more armor. He gains a lot more armor and loses that. 1,300. Okay, iron shoulder pad. The two-headed axe. It's not useful for anybody, really. It'll be good for him. Yeah, let's get some firewood. Might as well get all of it. We need firewood. Alright. So. Okay. That's pretty good. Oh, look at this. Removed, removed, removed. It's like... Yeah. Rapid fire sales. Nice. Woo! All right. Okay, let's go down to Meshi. So, let's see. You got this. Plus 12 attack, plus 4 armor. Hell yes. Okay. And then, let's see. What else do we get? Shoulder pads, right? Plus 5. I don't care about the initiative in his case. Alright, I don't want to get rid of that because of the set bonus. %5 chance to resist fear. You lose initiative, I guess. I like the fact that it has strength, though. Gives him wisdom. Okay. Right. Good. All right. And I'll bet there's that one chest that's in the where we just were, that once we learn how to cross over like walk on water or whatever, once we get that spell of levitation, we'll be able to get the last chest, and I'll bet that'll be the last part of this set, because he has almost... He's got the boots, he's got the bow, he's got the robe, he's got the arrow, and so one more of those would be critical chance. That would give you, like, even more, and that would give you 30% chance to be untargetable, so pretty good when we get there. Okay. Let us rest. Okay. Alright. Now we're in better shape. So. More of this floating stuff that we couldn't get over before.
Alas, my freedom awaits.
You sure this is a good idea? Letting whoever's in there out.
Why alas?
It's sealed up pretty tight.
Worry not. You will be greatly rewarded.
We'll have you out in no time.
Did you mean alas or at last? Hope this is like some super strong dude. You super strong? Whoa! What's up?
The companions opened the door and looked upon the four-legged beast inside with wonder.
It's Buckbeak.
You stare as though you have never gazed upon a griffin.
Which can't even spell its name right.
In most cases, I would have killed you on sight and fed you to my children. But a griffin is not without his sense of gratitude. I did promise you a reward. This feather.
A feather? Is it too late to lock him up again?
This priceless feather is imbued with the power to lift any object it touches with ease.
Like that bell.
You're welcome.
I suppose we should also thank you for not eating us.
Do not tempt me. You have no idea how hungry I am. Each of you very likely faces a grisly death within these walls. If desperate, perhaps I may return to feast upon your carcasses. But may my gift help delay such an outcome for as long as is possible. Farewell.
That creature sure has a knack for memorable farewells. I'll give him that.
I think we know just where to test our new gift.
Okay, it's useful. Nearest chest in 13 meters. Okay. Uh-oh. Wait, what? Aha! Juniper wand. Outstanding. Okay. I believe it's Sebastian who's got this wand, if I'm not mistaken. Four to 8 poison damage. Common wand made from a common plant. Oh, okay. That's not that fascinating. No more chest nearby. Okay. Alright. We'll use that thing in a minute. I'm going to go up and save up there. I'll come back and move that bell. I wonder what else it can be used for. Wait a minute. Can I walk up into that crate? Oh, they kept a griffin here. Get one of those just in case deals. Okay. Let's save it. Don't need to rest again, just need to save it. Alright. Griffin feather. I've always heard griffins are magical creatures, but I went my whole life without seeing any tangible evidence of that until now. The hundreds of kilos this feather can lift just by touching a heavy item will be a tremendous aid throughout our journey. It's also the kind of thing that's very easy to forget we have. One might say that's because it's as light as a... No, not even I'm going to finish writing that. So engaged a rather persnickety someone demanding to be rescued. Was it for good reason? Only one way to find out.
Remarkable! I'll need one of these for myself once we've saved Operencia.
Ambush. Burned Walker. Alright. Start this off with a bang, so to speak. Okay. Dead. Dead. Ow. And dead. See ya. Okay. So far these guys have not been too much of a problem. But I imagine if they gang up on you, I bet it's a problem. Ambush. Whoa, hello.
I know. It's an honor to fight.
Let's see. Okay, and... Taunt! Wanna fight? Fight me! Some interesting animations out of this. Dead. Dead. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of damage. I got a guard to get that back. Holy cow. Uh-oh. Yep. Yep. So that's how this works. Oh my goodness. I don't know where the spawn is from. I don't know if that means you have to kill these guys off fast or what, but... let's see. So we do have to kill these guys again. He is a spawner. Okay. So... Oh my god, man. Really? Seriously? Oh my goodness. Wow, we have to kill those dudes off fast. Good gravy. And they can also spawn guys? die.
That one's not getting back up.
You die. Wow. Holy crap. This is going to suck if this is what these guys are like. Wow, man. That's garbage. Wow, that is some hot, hot garbage. Wow. Good grief. Wow. So that means we are not going to be able to stick in this competition, in this combat to guard these guys, because they're just going to spawn more and more guys. Good gravy. That was obnoxious.
My favorite book.
Do you even read?
It's my favorite book because it always reveals a secret room. Every castle it's in, every time. They must sell them in bulk.
That's funny. Oh, what does this provide to us? 389 gold, I like that.
Well, damn it.
I guess I should have realized that. Whoa, God.
I'd say keep your guard up, but I just want you dead.
Okay, that's a big problem. That's a huge problem. I won't deny it. That's not what I was hoping to see. Ow. Okay. Let's see. Oh man, I wanted you dead. I need to get energy back. This thing is on fire. Damn. Right. Headshot resisted. Some energy back. Herbalism. That. Okay, good. He blocked it, but still dies. He's like,
that was Captain Ferdinand, defender of this castle. It speaks well to your skill that we did not perish.
Oh, I'm sure we'll have plenty of other chances for that.
Take it. Good time to level up, too, on those 3 guys. Okay. Leather tunic. Lightning resistance 5%. If the adventurer more interested in mobility than protection. Don't lose agility. Strength 3, damage reflect. No. Oh man, I can't use it because of the... Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, more agility, more critical damage. Extra attack chance. Yeah, let's do that. Can open that up too. Okay. Alright. Close. We've got about another 15-20 minutes in me, I believe. And then we will close up shop and we'll return to this tomorrow after Masters of the Dungeon. By the way, did anyone in chat see Tales from the Loop trailer? Actually, Video Store Cowboy just showed me details about that and the extent along the trailer. And it looks really good. I was really impressed. Anyone has seen it, but it's pretty sweet. Been lurking. What trailer? It's for Tales of the Loop trailer. You know the game Tales from the Loop that we played during the Icarus, the finish of the Icarus Kickstarter. That they've now made that into a show, which is going to be on Amazon Prime in April, and the trailer is pretty awesome looking, I gotta say. So, let's see. We're going with, yeah, it's cool looking for sure. For the king. Yes, indeed. And there we go. Lovely. And I think that's that. Oh, except he's closing in on leveling, so... Yeah, he's alright for now. This was a good place to go. And a chest key. This place was well worth it. Ooh, light. No, no, no. Anytime you see light, you gotta assume there's something nearby. Make sure that what he's got. Superior short bow. Still slightly better than that one. Got for firewood. So I do not want to waste any time with this. Oh man, that looked so much like a button I'd be pressing. Apparently not. Nope. Oh god, I don't even know what that is. Used up. Alright, well. It's an interesting place. A message to the new captain. My dear friend, Captain Ferdinand. It is an absolute pleasure to transfer my stewardship over this castle to you until King Vakar's son comes of age to claim it for himself. Allow me to share a bit of a secret with you just between us captains. Examine the bookshelf. Do so closely. You will often be too busy to read, but sometimes books have greater use than they do by, well, judging them by their covers. Actually, the spine of one particular blue book is much more useful. Once you fully understand what I refer to, I think you'll find it an excellent place not only to reflect on things in peace, but also for your greatest treasures. Good luck, sir. May Diva Fortress stand proud for millennia to come. Captain Ferry. As if this is a little on the nose. Ferdinand. Alas, Captain Ferdinand seems to have died the same way I one day hoped to, grasping a treasure chest full of personal valuables. I could do without the whole skeleton rises to fight intruders part, though. I'd rather rest in peace. From what I could tell, Ferdinand presided over Deva Fortress at the request of King Vakar. He was tasked with holding down the fort until Vakar's youngest son was old enough to call it home himself. But then along came the burned walkers and the spawns and the ghost on the walls to mess everything up for him. He took his own life with a poison I can only presume came with the added bonus of eventual battlefield resurrection. If he fought nearly as well alive as he did as a skeleton, my respect for the man only grows. What the hell? I mean, seriously, what the hell? We're fighting some perfectly normal undead humans, then all of a sudden these imperfectly abnormal ones show up. I'll never understand necromancy, but this isn't some strange magic user raising the dead. It's the dead raising the dead. Relentlessly. I never thought they'd stop. Spawns add a whole new kind of unbelievability to this world, and this world is Operencia. What could we possibly see next? No, wait, don't answer that. I don't want to know. Some decent writing in this. It's not particularly subtle, but... mercenary outfit. Like to hear that. Wow, agility 2, vigor 2. Oh, hell yes. More agility and vigor. Indeed. Can't do that because he needs the set. This looks not cool. Ah, that's the stone hammer. Oh, that's how you close the... That's how you go across the bridge. With those crazy
My
floating
lady,
stones.
we have reached your hammer.
Thank you, Mezei, Knight of King Vakar.
You know of my kingdom.
Of course she does. She helped build its castle.
Oh god, who are you?
I was there.
Anna!
In the flesh, so to speak.
Help me release you. Free my hammer.
You will have that chance, if you earn it.
How many of them are under your control, Anna?
Of those who betrayed me, only Baldijar escaped my wrath. And yourself. Though that will soon change. I have opened a door. Enjoy your reunions.
Defeat the undead
I
masons.
have so many questions.
Ask me as we camp. For now, Be ready for anything. Enchantment holds Stoneheart in place. We will use the tokens held by fallen stonemasons to position this floor appropriately.
Wait, what? So we... Oh, okay. So we need to find tokens, of which we have none at the moment. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to find 4 tokens so that we can then figure out how to place the puzzle. Okay. It's ever easy. Okay. Let me get the light thing again. Okay, still none. Well, I'll see if there's another area later on that has the whole light situation going on, but in the meantime... Okay. Still have down in the... This has a little bit of a Borderlands feel to me when these things are coming from a distance. Oh god, what?
In all my travels, never have I seen such a monstrosity.
Anna is one with this fortress. She controls every stone.
Well,
on the bright side, he doesn't look very smart.
Then again, Yoska, it is smart enough to wish you dead. Maybe I could learn something from it.
Ha ha ha.
Well, crap. Some energy back. Ow. Nice. Okay, let's see. Mark you. He has high resists, not surprisingly. Like that. He missed. Ow. Actually, no. Heal them, get that. Let's heal you while we're at it. Taunt, attack me. Good. Okay, you're burning now. This thing is nasty. Ow. got this guy. Some energy back. Good grief.
As a team, we'll always make it out alive.
He's almost leveled up. Man. Stone Golem. It seems that our new spirit friend Anna's reach extends beyond her own ghostly form. As her body is literally part of the Mordor that erected Deva Fortress, she now has the power to do whatever she wants with certain parts of it, as in creating huge stone monstrosities intent on killing us. Intent might be too generous of a word. There's no brain or willpower in there at all, just rock. Lots and lots of rock. Rock that wants to smash us to bits. So would we say that if Anna's part of Deva Fortress, can we say that Anna is a diva? You love it. You all love that. You know it was good. You're right there with me, right, Rudnell? You were right. You're right there with me. You're like, that is a long way down, by the way. Oh, campfire. Yes, indeed.
As the companions rested, Kella revealed the story behind Deva's decrepit state.
For centuries, all of Operencia revered the stonemasons for creating some of the greatest structures known to man. Any task bestowed upon us, we gladly handled with unmatched mastery and skill. We never failed. Until one day, not so long ago, we did. There is a reason so few live between Deva and the Great Forest. A curse has lingered for so many years. Time itself hides its origin. Yet King Vokar, the very man you serve, Mezei, insisted on expanding his kingdom here, with a castle so grand it would rival the greatness of his own. We believed we could do it. The curse, it believed otherwise. Day and night we worked, but whatever we constructed by day collapsed. Whatever we built at night fell to the ground by morning. My second-in-command, Boldijar, had studied the dark arts in his spare time. A hobby, he called it.
Sure, a hobby.
And from that, an unfathomable solution emerged. With the right mixture to our mortar, he said, we could defy any curse. Its key ingredient, the warm blood and bones of the next person to set foot on this site.
Oh, great.
And that person was Anna.
Not without much debate and many harsh words, I assure you. But yes, Anna.
A stunned silence consumed them, until Sebastian could no longer handle his pent-up rage.
You sacrificed a poor girl for pride?
And the price is being paid as we speak.
Sounds good, Coven.
The endless night empowers her tortured soul, though I do not know what set it free. Nothing more will I say of this now.
But you will say more. There's more to this story.
If we didn't need you to progress, Kayla, I'd shoot an arrow straight through your chest with no hesitation.
I would not stop you.
I would.
I know that's a lot to take in, everyone, but we must move on.
Agreed.
Arvin the
Get
Peacemaker.
your gold ready. New stock has arrived.
Ah, good.
I know you're wondering where I put all
That's
this
funny.
gold. Let's just say there's a lot you don't know about me. Perhaps one day you will know all.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good. I actually had some that Little Arv actually did some breading of flounder yesterday and did a really good job with it. Holy crap, 9,000. 10 to intelligence. Gladiator helmet. Its former owner was mauled by a bear. Recurve bow. That's great too. Oh my goodness. All right. We're gonna get that. We're going to not get that. We're going to get this for sure. I want to sell some other stuff here. You know what? We're selling this. We're selling this. Okay. 9,000 gold, man. That's nuts. I mean, it's a pretty nice item, but... Okay. So let's go up to my boy Arvin. Superior short bow. That recurve bow is better. Critical damage 3%, armor piercing 10%. I love that. And yeah, 2 to 12 damage. Yeah, this is better. Alright. We have the bow of Reka. I really want him to get the rest of that set, so we can see the epic nature of it. Alright, Yoshika, instead of the damaged composite bow, how about a superior short bow? How does that sound? And instead of your leather miter, gladiator helmet, strength 2, agility 2, lightning resistance -5, stun resistance 4, damage reflect 3, hit rating ranged -5, form owner is mauled by a bear. Okay, well, you're not going to be using ranged anyway, so... Okay. -8 armor, +10 initiative, and 1 to hit. Initiative and attack. We can do that. +12 armor. It's pretty sweet. It drops initiative. That's okay, though. Okay. Good. Okay. So, let's rest here. Save the game. Good. Let's leave, and then the last thing is to just figure the rest of this room out. Looks like we got a... Oh, I almost forgot. No more chests, huh? Okay. Ooh. Hi. Excuse me, I'm just gonna explore both sides here. What's up, dude?
It cannot be. Benedek?
Did you know him, my lady?
Once. But now, I...
Well, look at that. He remembers you.
Yeah.
I'm touched. Really.
Benedek, only in a mindless state do you show any degree of backbone. Your end is nigh, coward.
Do not let your feelings cloud your judgment.
I assure you, Sebastian, this connection only fuels my fire.
Headshot. It's a nice opening. Another nice opening. Oh! Oh, so close! I almost had him down in one shot. Oh my god. It was almost there. See you,
Right
Benedict.
on target.
I almost had him in one freaking round. Benedict's token. Ah, that was one of the tokens we need for upstairs. A mitten? Defeat the undead masons. Okay, we defeated one of them. The stonemasons. When I was a young little Yoshka, I wanted to be a stonemason when I grew up. Everyone in Operencia knows them as the most talented builders in the land. Whether or not they actually employ magic in the structures they create depends on whom you ask, but they very well might. We got one, we got 3 others. But if they did have magical powers, they sure weren't enough to protect them from the recent curse at Deva Fortress. As I write this, all but 2 of the masons roam the castle's remains intent on killing us. They seem as though their souls have left their bodies, yet they wield their hammers as weapons as proficiently as they... Wow. Yet they wield their hammers as weapons as proficiently as they once used them to build Deva to begin with. Of those not actively after us, their leader Kayla has actually joined our group, while their second-in-command Bolidshar has wandered off to who knows where. I've already had my say about Kayla herself, but her brothers didn't do her many favors when it came to standing up to Bolidjar's demented plan. It's hard to get much information from her. Can she even say something without looking at the ground with remorse the whole time? But it sounds like only one of them, a fellow named Mate, really put up much of a fight beyond her own objections. But even then, Mate was more spooked by these cursed grounds and speaking out against the amorality of it all. Benedict was another holdout, again for selfish reasons. He became totally fine with the crazy plan to kill the first of their lovers to arrive once Anna showed up instead of his own wife. The rest of the Masons barely warrant a mention. I'll just jot their names down for posterity. Sabo, Rado, Ishak, Ambras, Karuj, Martin, Giula, Georgi, Mahali. Disgraces to humanity, all of them. But then again, they sure aren't very human anymore. There was a time when Kayla considered the other stonemasons her brothers. However, the castle's curse has eroded their minds. They seek only her death. And because they all carry tokens necessary to reclaim Stoneheart, Kayla will not hesitate to reciprocate such feelings.
That's the most peculiar wine dispenser I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of wine dispensers.
The ropes circling each receptacle feel very deliberately placed.
And why is one rope a different color than the others?
We got a puzzle on our hands, people.
Have fun trying to open that without the right key.
Alright, well, we'll take care of that in a second before we do any of that. Places to look at in here. There's a certain pleasure in finding the sort of grid aspect of this and seeing the grid-based quality of this whole thing, even in rooms like this. That's another mason. Nice of them to just stay in their place and not attack us. Okay. Actually, no, I'm going to go back up here and save it, and we'll try that. Save game. Leave, still have 10 firewood. I'd like to see, okay. Alright, what's the deal here?
Oh, looks like there's plenty of wine to be had. This lever filled it up to the 3rd ring of rope.
Now it's all on the floor. I do hope that those barrels are completely full.
It's at the red ring. Nothing happened.
Maybe if it's even with the red, not past it.
I don't see how that's possible. At least not without wasting perfectly good wine.
It is possible, but not without wasting perfectly good wine.
That was almost witty, Meze. I didn't know you had it in you.
So, Okay, and then...
Did you see that? It moved to the other receptacle.
But it's not as high. Only 3 rings up.
What happens if it gets to the red?
So, let's see. So, if I then do... Okay, so that this fills it up to 3, right? Yes. And then this...
It truly pains me to see good wine spill out onto this evil floor.
Not evil. Vengeful is more accurate.
Sure, vengeful. You want to focus on the problem at hand?
So that fills it up to 3. So I need to get this down to... I need to get this down 2 more. Get this down 2 more. 5. Okay. And then need to get this. Need to get 1 more here. No, that's too full. Okay, and then it's 3. Drain that. Push that. So okay, and then something I'm missing. I did a logic puzzle like this once before, and I don't remember much of it. Wait a minute, wait a minute.
We almost have it.
Yeah, we do.
Closer. I know you see it now.
Hell yeah.
By the gods! A key!
Yep.
Sweeter than wine in our current situation.
Debatable.
Nice. Outstanding. Hello, sir.
Karui, my brother, may you finally rest in peace.
Pastor Alchemist. Indeed, right. Summoner of Fear, right. Okay. You evade that. Yeah, god damn it. Yep, saw that coming. We gotta take this dude down fast. Burning. Okay. I think you're alright for now, so... Okay. Alright, and... Nice.
Anything worth stealing?
I didn't even know that that would happen. I thought I would have to kill the guy that he summoned right after that. Fine leather sandals. That guy was not that big a deal, actually. Okay. Fine leather sandals. Oh, that's right, Midden. I never did this. What the benefit of this thing? Frost resistance 10%, that's it? This is not... I mean, I guess if I fight things with frost resistance, maybe. Fine leather sandals need 20 intelligence. I don't think I have anybody with 20 intelligence. Nope. Oh. Too bad, then. Let's see. Let's have you use herbalism. Small shield. Just not going to be that useful, I don't think. +2 armor, actually. But it cuts down on the damage. It's two-handed, so I can't use that anyway. Also two-handed. Arming sword is okay. Oh wow, +7. Metal shields don't get much smaller, but it's still better than nothing. That's considerably better, actually. Okay. Alright, so I got 2 out of 4. I like the environments in these. You can't concentrate when you're dead. Exactly. I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair. Well, because before, like with the spawners, I killed the guys that spawned them and they kept fighting. But I guess that's because they were spawned. It wasn't that they were being controlled, basically. Hey, so he does leave.
Marton, you both disappoint me so.
He's the other two?
I'm old, but I'm quick.
I'm gonna try this. No. Summoner. at that healer. Let's see. I need to take this guy down. Take this guy down very fast. Wow. Well, that's bad. What the hell? Did he die? I guess he died. Like... Deals 33% of their mass for their maximum hit points. That upper world combo may be useful down the line. Okay. Let's get you healed. Ow. Need energy back? Oh my god, dude. Okay. You need to go. You need to go real fast. You have got to go. Bad. Bad. Shoot. Really bad. Healed. I need you down, like... Ow. Ow. You really need to die. Let's see. Okay, everybody fight me. Go after me. This guy is rough. Oh, you jerk. Look at Mr. Healer, jerk. Man. Okay, he's dead. Good. Now we just got this guy. Okay, I'm glad that he didn't hit the person that he could have hit, because that would have been really bad. Whew. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. Just got the stone golem now. Oh, come on, man. Damn it. That's really bad. That's really, really bad. That's really bad. Sleeping. Outstanding. Okay. Come on, you can do it. the love of God. Come on, man. There you go.
Sometimes I wish I excelled at things other than taking life.
Okay. Mate's token and Martin's token.
You said those masons disappointed you, Kayla. How so?
Mostly Mate. At first, he opposed the idea of sacrificing a human being to erect this fortress.
He stood with you. I understand.
He changed his mind, partly due to my own misled urgings. I never said I was free from blame here.
At least you admit it.
Okay. So, Sebastian. Lightning shot. I've been waiting on that one. Braided leather gloves. What do you need for this? 20 strength? 34 plus 6. Why does it give me more? Because of the vigor, I guess? Slightly better. Okay. Oh, because now he has another slot open because he had level 9, so he can have all the passive skills at once. That's nice. I am glad about that. All of those skills at once. That's pretty nice. Okay, you need vigor, man. You go down too quick. So we're gonna do just 3 straight up vigor. I don't really understand what this is showing me. Showing me. Oh, I could do this one. Lightning shot. I see, I see, I see. Right, so what's the one that I don't use? There we go. Yeah, because I definitely want lightning shot up there. Alright, so 2 of them at once, which is very convenient. Oh, really? Okay. These weapons and none of them work. None of them can be picked up. Wait. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. So, how are we doing on time? Oh, gosh. How we're doing on time is we need to bring this to a close. because... Yep, place some tokens, rotate some floor dials, get Stoneheart back to Kella, which is what we will do at the beginning of our session next time. But that is going to be for... Oh, cool. That's Deva Fortress. That is going to be for next time. But it is not going to be, as I take a look and see how long... Yeah, 10 hours and 40 minutes it now says. Not a lot of achievements listed on here. I wonder if there are achievements. Anyway. But, all right, folks. Well, that was a lot of fun. Actually, it was good stuff. And hopefully it will be reflected in the recording that was done of this automatically. And hopefully I'll be able to look back at it and go, ah, yes, the system is actually working the way that I intended it to. But that is going to do it for me. Give me 1 second here. Whilst yeah, it's late. It's late. I've got to head to bed. So hold on 1 second here. Shut this down. Going to see some flickering. Bear with me. Okay, bear with me just 1 second. Uh-huh. That works. Put that back, put this back. Move the keyboard down, and just like that, we are back to the main screen. And now I can just look at you directly and not have to worry about looking through the lens of this other computer. But so that was a lot of fun. I hope you folks enjoyed that. I certainly did. Thank you to all of those who hung out with me today and were awesome and all that stuff. And I hope you enjoy the new emotes and all that stuff that you will spread far and wide and here and there and everywhere. Just as a reminder, ways to support the stream. You folks know the drill. If you haven't done so already, please follow the channel. Please check out the YouTube with !ArvTube. Twitter is !ArvTweets. Don't forget about the website for all of their Discord, Twitter, YouTube, !ArvTube. Don't forget about the website for all this, arvanelaron.com. If you haven't done so already, please consider supporting us financially as well by checking out the shop, !ArvShop. Don't forget about the Patreon, !ArvTreon. Good stuff for you, good stuff for the channel. And of course that sub button, which a number of you were nice enough to use today as well. Now, especially that we have all those emotes that we can use here, there, and everywhere across the Twitches and the Twitters. Also, on the publishing side, Grayshade KS for details about my Grayshade Kickstarter, which again has been delayed a little bit because of the situation going on with the coronavirus and what that has done to China. But hopefully that will be resolved shortly, as far as like resolved, by which I mean hopefully they will have figured out a way to get things back into production safely, because frankly I don't care if it takes a month or 2 months or 6 months if it were to save lives. So whenever they can safely resume production and, you know, get us set up for that, that'll be happening. But so there's that. Icarus will later pre-order my Icarus and Jelinek graphic novels from Athos Arts, which should be coming out in May. And last but certainly not least, of course, Library, so that you can get a copy of my Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library, available in PDF, but soon to be coming out in print versions as well. Otherwise, I am done for this evening. I will be back on Saturday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern for Masters of the Dungeon with Little Red Dot, my D&D DMing roundtable. So we will talk about stuff relating to the world of gaming and dungeon mastering and game mastering and all that good stuff. And then I will be back here for more of this, for more of Operencia, to wrap up the month of February and get ready for an exciting and very busy March to come. But that's going to do it for me for today. Thank you to everyone who was here and my awesome mods. We are, I think, I don't think I'm going to do a raid today because it's late. This wasn't exactly what I intended to do in terms of the Espergenesis stuff, so I think we'll pass on the raid. We will definitely do one tomorrow, but I don't think we're going to do one tonight. So I just want to thank everyone for having been here. You're all lovely people. Thank you to my wonderful mods, Rudenel, Coven Guy, Dragon Spear, and Rock God, all officers and gentlemen. Thank you so much to my subscribers, Rudenel, Coven Guy, Dragon Spear, Rock God, Nonstop, and Mrs. Dunsel. Thank you so much. Thank you to my viewers, Aggressive Sock, another TT viewer, Anthony. Thank you too, as I try to get my damn Vision working right. Thank you to Blund Trader. Thank you to Brandon. Thank you to Commander Root. To Dick Earthquake. What's up, Dick? Thank you to Dr. Hugo Z. Hackenback. Harlequin, Jagtress, Josiah Firesnake. Thank you so much for the raid/host. I appreciate that fire. Thank you to Lone Singer, to Mitsupial, Mubat, I guess. Thank you to Optic Nerve. What's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Thank you to PKD Fan, Poltergeist Zero. Thank you to QQ Havoc, Shalome, Tori, Pizzicata. Thank you to you, Christensen, V&K, Winsock, and Zalfire. And if any of you folks that I just mentioned are new, please consider supporting us by checking out the channel, following the channel, subbing to the channel, supporting the Patreon, ARV Shop, and all that kind of good stuff. And thank you all so much. I know, man, that's what I'm doing. I'm like, and my eyes, as I said, my right eye has been weird, so I don't know. Anyway, but I'm going to get out of here, and I will see all of you lovely people very soon. Thanks for watching Operencia. I hope you had a good time, and I will see you lovely folks soon. Until next time, everyone be good to each other. Have a good night. Honk.